Oh, that would explain it. All right, cool. All right.
Cook.
All right, we're live. 3, 2.
Welcome to Rosebud, Easter Saturday, and it's Rosebud up against Sorrento as Greg Bentley breaks a tackle and kicks Rosebud towards half forward. And it goes out of bounds. At the school end, Rosebud into attack. Dan Lonergan and Paul Wilson with you. It's part of GameFace's commentary on this Easter Saturday. Happy Easter to everyone. I hope you got a large amount of Easter eggs and are willing to work it off over the next week or so. Punched down by Dwyer of Rosebud. Big pack forming. Sorrento unbeaten, 2-0. And Rosebud yet to open their accounts. Some big results yesterday with Edithvale Aspendale thrashed with a big last quarter by Bon Beach. And Mandeliza was so good against Sorrento for 3.5 quarters last week before the Sorrento machine overran them by 8 points. They had a good win yesterday as well, beating the Frankston Bombers, who continue to be one of the most inconsistent teams in the competition. New Year, same old Bombers. It bounces in front of Loudon, has been so good for Sorrento so far. Hand pass comes out from Sean Downey of Rosebud. Half forward on the outer side. Lincoln got a hand pass out again. Back to Sean Downey, who gets upended. Number of players milling around the contest. It's pretty scrambly early days. And the ball will be thrown up at half forward inside, attacking 50 for the Buds, who, as I say, are kicking to the school end. Good afternoon, Paul.
Good afternoon, Dan. It's great to be down here at Olympic Oval, the Rosebud's home ground. It's a fantastic day and a fantastic crowd building up here. We had a little luncheon there before with Stephen Milne and yourself and Evan Hocking there. There was a good little luncheon there, and this is building up then to be a good game. You know, Rosebud haven't made a count yet, but I think we'll. Everyone thinks Sorrento's going to romp it in, but I think Rosebud will they'll put up a good battle today.
Handy addition is Ryan Cook, former Collingwood player, and he also played for South Fremantle, life member there in the Waffle. The Bull, very famous team. Stephen Michael, Mel Brown, Benny Rioli, tapped down by Luke Loudon again. Forward snap by Rosebud, and it'll miss. And through for a behind. That is by Boss, who's kicked 4 goals so far this year. So the Buds are on the scoreboard. He's only going to play a few games for them this year. He's Nick Melcheski's stepbrother, Gold Coast and Sydney Swan. But a handy addition. He did play his junior football down here and very close to Greg Bentley, another former AFL player. It's half a dozen playing in this match for both teams. Kick back into play by Sorrento. They favour the broadcast side. Corp underneath it for the Sharks. Brigden misses it as well. Unsure what to do, both teams here, as they can't get clean possession. Hand pass comes out towards Dunn. Dunn will push it towards the boundary for the Sharks. And it's out of bounds, just outside, attacking 50 as Rosebud do all the attacking in the opening couple of minutes. They're one behind, and Sorrento yet to score on the ambient catering scoreboard. And well done to Gay Lane for catering for the lunch again today. She does an outstanding job for sporting clubs, particularly football clubs around this region.
She does too, Dan. Ball back in a play. Umpire says play on. Scrappy play at the moment. Can't quite see the balls be tackled again, but Rosebud clear the ball. They go forward in their forward pocket. Up go the high flyers. Might go out of bounds, and it has too gone out of bounds. Just out of reach there from Boss for Rosebud there. So the boundary umpire is going to throw it in. That's going to be Loudon and also Dyer go for the ruck. Up they go, the 2 big ruckmen. Loudon, he's a big boy, and he taps it down straight down there to it was Gibson there, and it goes out of bounds right in front of the Rosebud coach's box. Or was it Sorrento's coach's box there? Rosebud over there. Up a bit high here today. We can actually see all the ground there. It's quite good, isn't it? Beautiful oval.
We're back a bit too. It is a lovely oval. They say this is one of the best ovals in the comp. I mean, this is where the interleague match is going to be this year, and I can see why. And I think they would have had finals here. I've only been here in the do interviews at night.
Oh, it's a great.
So I haven't seen it like this, and the new change rooms were being built last year when I was here a couple of times. They were just a shell. I didn't realise how good it was. It is sensational. Tapped down by Loudon. He does well. Can't quite find a target. The pressure by Rosebud's good early. They've got 3 or 4 players around the ball carrier for Sorrento, and Sorrento not able to get away at Sam Gibson on the bottom of the pack. 130 consecutive games at the Kangaroos from debut, and then 5 more at Adelaide.
Could have used them last night.
Out of Loudon's tap. Towards half forward. No mark taken. Huswaite was the player running with the flight for Rosebud. It's shoved forward by Sorrento. Hand pass comes out from Reiki. Good hand pass on the outside. And the Buds build towards half. right in front of the coach's box, and they've got an opportunity to get it, and they do. And that possession is taken and kicked long by Cummings, but it didn't go very far, and it'll be a boundary throw-in.
So the ball will be thrown in here once again, and there's Cook there on ball there with looks like it's with Tascott, maybe a little bit of rivalry there. Ball being cleared by Gladman there, didn't quite get his kick in play there. Chance for his second effort, spins around there. Be kick on the boundary line there, been punched over the boundary line right in front of the commentary box here on the GameFace app, folks. You get the GameFace app out there and you can watch the game live stream with Red Onion, and our sponsors. Our scoreboard today is Abian's Catering, we're a major sponsor too, so welcome. Ball comes back into play there, chance for Sorrento to come round. They kick the ball very low indeed, and it goes out of bounds in the forward pocket there, and there's not much scoring been done here. We've gone probably about 5 or 10 minutes in this first quarter, Dan, where the crowd is building up. The netball is all around too. Rosebud going to attack, inside attack. Strong mark being taken
as well. Rosebud's tackling very strong early days. 1-1-7 apiece in the first 15 minutes of this opening term.
Bit of push and shove there, Dan. A bit of feeling here. So Cook did a beautiful tackle there on Mitch Allahan there. The ball comes back and up play, very scrappy. Chance there for Bentley with the ball. Handballs out wide indeed, but Sorrento got a chance. So Rosebud ducks one, ducks two. Might be caught behind the ball.
Free kick.
The umpire said no, play on. It's been caught again. Scrappy, very scrappy play. Chance now for Rosebud. Handballs out wide. In the back, should be a free kick in the back. The umpire says no, play on, and now give it to me. That ball was moved about 5 metres in a square. Then 5 metres square did nothing at all. So it's umpire throw up straight away. Loudon taps it straight down again. Taps the wrong way there for Rosebud. Going in hard was Gladman too. Loudon on the left boot, bangs it, just clears the ball away there. Nothing to be done. Chance of Sorrento to clear the ball, and they do. Another ball bounces the wrong way. Oh, good play there by Rosebud. Chance was a good kick in there. Naspin over the top, the back of the pack there, might go out of bounds. The ball's still in play. They're going to swap the play there, which they do quite well. There's players out wide. Hallahan's got the ball for Sorrento. Takes one bounce, going to take a player on. He's gone too far. No, got the boot the ball quickly. Over the far side of the ground. Sorrento got numbers inward. Left foot gets round the corner there. No one particularly. Rosebud can get this ball and clear it away. They should be able to clear it away in Dwyer. He gets over there. Shepherds off one player. They goes inwards there. Good mark taken there by Rosebud on the front wing side.
Lincoln did well to get it to Fisher, but Fisher's kick is turned over by Big Corp in the middle. Gets the hand pass off to James Hallahan. Hallahan will drive long for Hulk. He's the target. Bounces in front. Gets a Shepherd from Sam Gibson. Close to the boundary. Grubbers a kick back to centre half forward. Looking for James Hallahan. Couldn't grab the footy. Lays a tackle. And eventually they'll clear it, Rosebud, towards the wing. No mark taken. Right in front of our commentary position. And then good tackling again by Sorrento. They hold it up. Eventually, it's picked up by Tucker. He gets the hand pass out defensively, and then the kick gets smothered by Sorrento, and it goes very close to the boundary.
Deliberate, should be
and,
deliberate.
Ethan King had the ball smothered, and it goes over the boundary. A bit of pushing and shoving between Daniel Grant, who's gone grey early in his life. Then again, I went bald early, so I can't talk too much.
Yes, I'm the same, Dan. I'm grey and bald.
And Robert Boss was involved in that exchange as well. Boundary throw-in. Front of our commentary position. Big Loudon two hands it down. It's sharked over by Rosebud. They'll get a hurry kick towards half forward. Good lead by Lewis. And that was a very nice kick coming from Jai Hardwick. Lewis will kick in towards the pocket. Chance now. A hand pass comes out from Bentley. Got it back to Hardwick, who's been busy. Back to Lewis. Not much room to move as Bentley receives a hand pass and then kicks long to full forward. But a good mark taken by Sorrento. Last line of defence at the school or playground end. It's 1-1-7 apiece on the Ambience Catering scoreboard.
It was Tompkins there, just switches the play there. There's 6 minutes to go on this first quarter. Goes over to his teammate there in Langford. Langford goes out very wide indeed, and a good pass there, and it's been picked up there by Walker. Walker with the ball. Goes for a little short pass there. Sorrento just chipping around there, but Rosebud coming very hard indeed. Bit hard to see the players' numbers over there, far side of the ground. But they got a chance now, Rosebud, to run it inside their 50. Chance to play in, looks like it's Williams with the ball. Left foot, little mongrel sort of a kick. Went nowhere indeed. Sorrento clear the ball. Tapscott's got the ball. Finds his team out very wide. A beautiful pass indeed. And I think it's Corp out there on the far side. So Corp is just looking out the far side there. Kicks it over towards his teammate. And goes in very short indeed. Some sort of a kick there, but Rosebud clear the ball indeed at the moment. They kick it very high, drop punt, up they go, chance there over the back from Matt. Oh, it could have been a mark taken, but Sorrento clear the ball well with young Walker with the ball. Spins it round one, kicks it. They've got players running here. Beautiful kick there by Grant. Grant's got the ball. There's handballs over the top very quickly indeed there to Dobrovolski. Dobrovolski goes up looking there for Baholki. Could have been a free. Umpire says no, play on. Umpire says go. It's going to go through for it. And it has gone through for a noisy minor there. So the scoreboard goes to 1 goal 1 Rosebud to Sorrento 1 goal 2. We've gone probably 2 minutes to go in this first quarter, I reckon.
Wilson kicks out towards half forward. One off the pack by Rosebud.
There's a free
and the
kick.
hand pass came from Nauskin as he took it off the pack. But there's going to be a free kick. Is it off the play? Down the ground it is.
I think it's back.
Is the showman involved in this?
I
think the showman might be involved in it.
Yeah, I think it's a free kick going back.
Is it
Yeah.
Lee Paholke?
I'm pretty sure it's
Or is
Paholke's.
it against him?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Paholke's free kick here. After the siren went, there was a little whackety. And it looks like Paholke's going to have a shot from goal just as the siren went. And there was a little bit of push and shove, so Paholke's got a free kick.
Not the siren, the whistle.
Oh, yeah, the whistle. The first quarter siren too, sorry. So Paholke's going to shot from goal, and he'll enjoy this too, just quietly. He is the showman, as we know. We do call him the showman of the MPNFL Division 1 at the moment. So Paholke going to line up, 45 metres out, into the breeze. The breeze picking up. Can he put this one through for his second goal in this quarter? Paholke, drop punt on the way. Beautiful looking kick from this angle here. Goal umpire says right over the top of his shoulder. That's a goal. So it's 1 goal 1 Rosebud to Sorrento, 2 goals 2 on the Abeyance Catering. This is GameFace Live. Get your GameFace on.
So boys, just looking at the GameFace app, we've got Pines 4-1-25 have hit out pretty hard early against Mornington 1-1-7. Low scoring affair at Coburn Oval with YCW 139. Dramana only 2 points. So they're the other 2 games in Division 1.
Thank you, Glenn.
Thanks to Glenn Carter, our boss, who makes it possible for us to be here every week. Does an outstanding job. Taken out of the middle by Fisher. Fisher drives right towards the outer. Bouncing ball to Wire in pursuit, can't get there. He's beaten comfortably by Mitch Halloran. Halloran kicks the Sharks towards half forward, and making that more obvious than it was underneath the scoreboard was Nick Corp getting for a shove in the back. I'm not sure that he deserved that, but he gets it anyway. Nick Corp, very important member of this side. Kicks long and high down the line. Loudon's the target. He's all on his own, but got underneath it. Couldn't take the mark. Bouncing free. Quite line. Should have nearly been a free kick for a shove in the back to go the Sharks' way. And once again,
the 10th year of Body First Health Group, the 7th year at this location in Dandenong South. We're currently tripling the size of our premises and bringing on new professionals to help us grow the business.
Hey guys, my name is Rowan McGrath. I'm the co-owner and ops manager here at X Golf Mornington. We are an indoor golf and bar. We're located in Shop 1, 177 Mornington Tyre Road, Mornington. So what makes us unique is we're the only indoor golf and bar facility on the peninsula. Get your game face on.
I'm General Manager of the Frankston RSL. We are located on 183 Cranbourne Road, which is right above Jubilee Park. We are a RSL which obviously has 2 parts to the business, which is the commemorative welfare side of it and the commercial side of the business. We, in the commercial side, look after many things here in the way of food options, beverage options, entertainment, gaming, TAB and Keno, and we are a very successful club in the region. We're a community club, community orientated. We look after community. We employ 120 local people, and we get a lot of support from within our 15,000 members that we have here, and we continue to grow each year in motion of doing some more development, which will increase those options, including a cafe and a food truck. We also are very big in functions and entertainment. We supply a lot of major acts, plus we do a lot of functions for sporting clubs and community clubs. Great staff. We have an enormous culture here and have something on every day. Karinga was the first sporting club that we took on when I came here in 2006, and again a wonderful community club, and I would say they have one of the most dedicated support base that I've ever seen. Certainly connects with us and partners with us very successfully. We look forward to anybody visiting our club.
Welcome back to the Olympic Oval, Rosebud, 2315-117 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. And we've got some beautiful food from Ambience Catering as well. Got cheese. I love my dry biscuits, Paul. I could eat a packet of dry biscuits in 5 minutes.
My son does this.
Inhale them.
My son's the same. Savoy biscuits up to school,
Yeah.
bang.
Absolutely gone.
Now,
built
Dan, Paul, they told us Ryan Cook was going to be good. Did you think he was going to be as good as he is? Did you like what you saw?
So far,
Not really. Not yet. I think he's just getting used to the pace, to be honest.
Oh, I think he's every time he uses it, you know his quality.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he did win a best and fairest in the waffle, which is a good comp, Glenn. Even now, compared to when it was in its halcyon days before the Eagles and the Dockers came in. I mean, it's a good comp, and I called over there for 3 years.
He's had one of the best in this competition running with him in Mitch Hallahan.
Oh, I mean, there's some good players out there today. I mean,
Hallahan
had 26 league games. Sam Gibson, 135.
Luke Tascott.
Luke Tapscott played 48.
Luke Loudon.
Well, he should have played more league
You
footy.
should have played a lot more, yeah.
And Dan, did you enjoy your interview with the coach of Rosebud before we started the broadcast today?
Yeah, I did. Look, I know Nick really well, and he's terrific. I mean, he's a good person to have in the comp because he's high profile, he knows his staff, he's played at the highest level in both cricket and, well, the second highest level in cricket. He's just a good profile person to have, and he knows the game well too.
He's got his GameFace on today.
He does. He certainly does. Absolutely. And I like what he said there too. He's very happy with the way they're playing. He said a couple of times they got a little bit, but he said in general the backline structure's holding together. For those at the ground too that are watching us on the app, some number changes. David Cohen is not number 38. Cohen, he's wearing number 13.
Number 13, and Zach Maynard's 34.
He is.
And we've got Cummings at 49.
Correct.
What
a hand pass under the pump into the open goal. When you get silver service like that,
Yep.
I mean the levels are a level down from the waffle, but you're used to different style of footy. But he's just starting to get into it now as it spills to the back. Grant, Mr. Reliable, gets the hand pass out to Langford. Another hand pass comes out and a quick kick towards half forward. Magnificent pick up. And then a long hand pass by Gladman. Gee, their use of the footy's great. One step from Mitch Hallahan. In long to full forward for Holke. Tried to beat the field. He had 4 to beat. Off hands taken by Cook of Rosebud. Heads towards the coaches.
Boys, I'll do it again. Beautiful day here at Rosebud. Absolutely magnificent day down there at this Anzac, this Easter Saturday game. Chance there for Rosebud with the ball. Another stacks on the mill.
He did the ruck work, the big fellow, and doing his own work. A great goal by Daniel Lewis. So the margin, 9 points, and it was an important goal.
Very important goal.
Quick around the grounds. Pines 5-3-33. Mornington still 1-1-7. YCW 3-4-22. Dramana now 2-2-14.
Close games there.
Massive game, as we said about the Dramana. We'll get a real test how well they're going in the next 2 weeks against YCW and next week against Sorrento. Part of the Matty Rewalt Foundation match. Fisted down by Luke Loudon. James Hallahan might have nearly been penalised. Got the hand pass out. High kick towards Corp. Corp did well to almost get to the drop of the ball. He read it well in front. Just couldn't quite hang on to it. He used that big body.
Just put his body in front pushing back, and he was trying to get it.
The backside out to ensure that he covered it. It'll be thrown up 30 metres out from the goal he's attacking. He beats Dwyer, taps it down. No one can get a clean possession. There's going to be a free kick. It'll go to Baker in the back pocket for Rosebud. Baker will switch play. He's got a player on his own who should take the mark. Gets offloaded. Could nearly be 50 metres to Dwyer. It's not. He marks in front of the new change rooms here at Olympic Park. Magnificent change rooms. He's got to go back because Sorrento have got it covered on the commentary side, and he's betwixt and between. Gets the hand pass out to Reiki. Hand pass now to Williams. Williams kicks towards Bentley. Bentley couldn't take the mark. It spills to the back. Chance now for Rosebud to try and clear. That came from Nance Cowan.
Good hands.
And now they've got a player on the loose who receives a hand pass. Sean Downey has one bounce, has two, shows some candy to an opponent, then chips over the top and finds a player marking in the forward pocket. Who sort of came from nowhere. That's Keegan Downey.
He came out of the back.
He takes the mark in the left forward pocket.
He came out of the car park, Dan. He should have gone forward, but he was sitting in the little pocket there by himself. So Downey having a shot from goal right in the boundary line there. And if he puts this one, it'll be chance there for Downey.
The Downey brothers then, Paul.
Beautiful. So drop punt. On the way, Hard's looking, tell you what, beautiful looking kick, but the umpire just taps that little left shoulder, right shoulder and says, I'll give you a noisy minor there, boys. So it's 2-2 to 3-4 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard.
The biggest problem for Rosebud there was trying to get past Loudon, who's been let free to wander a kick behind the play. Went over his head, they were out.
Yes, I think you're right there, Glenn. Well, now,
so what do? Do they sort of sacrifice Lewis to be a target and just have him as a defensive forward? As Grant kicks to himself, he heads to the outer side, clears the pack. Numbers at the back though for Sorrento. James Brigton's away, has a bounce. He's got the man bum, which my son would love. Has two bounces. He's closed.
That's ball. Great
tackle. Trying to get on his right side, he couldn't.
Great tackle.
Magnificent then for Rosebud. He made sure Wilson, I should say, magnificent the way he closed him in. And Daniel Wilson picks up the free kick just inside the boundary on the outer side. That's what I call very intelligent football. The kick doesn't find a target. James Brigton looking to make amends with a hand pass into traffic, however. And big pack forms. The umpire says, give it to me. But well done by Wilson. Good relation to Paul Wilson.
No relation. But Wilson was a great tackle. That was unbelievable. Umpire throws it up. So it's Loudon there and it was Cummings going for the ruck work there. Ball gets scrappy again. Young mate, Cummings gets in there again there, but umpire says, boys, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to throw it up in the air, and you two big ruckmen are going to try and tap it down to your teammates, and we'll go from there. Loudon, Cummings, up they go again. Loudon, the taller one, taps it over the top. Very good tap ruckman at the moment there, but scrappy play. Chance for Danny with the ball there. Umpire says no, play on. Stacks on the middle again, I think. No, clearing kick there by Rosebud. Over the back there, good mark by Grant. No, umpire says play on. Picked up there by Boss. Boss with the ball, with free kick. No, but he's going to give it to us again. Another ball up. Where it's 2-2-14. Rosebud trailing Sorrento 3-4-22 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard.
Loud the tap, reading it. Sean Downey hugging the boundary on the outer side. Kicks the Buds to half forward. They nearly go out of bounds on the full.
Two of the Sorrento boys competed against each other there, but how much do you love watching Sean Downey break out from the packs? He's got some wheels on him, hasn't he?
He's very fast there, Glenn. He's just, when he gets that ball, he just off. He first.
Big Cummins in the ruck. He moves pretty well when he puts his foot on the gas as well.
Well, he's with the Northern Territory Thunder as well, so he's getting his football education enhanced all the time. His tackle was slipped by Cook, who tries to get the hand pass out again. I don't know why Joshy Azee's wearing the long sleeves. Maybe it's not Brad Hardy and Michael Tuck. Emerging from the pack is Downey. Shot at goal. It's been kicked.
Point.
Or missed by Hardwick. It has been kicked by Hardwick. He did well then. He just came from nowhere and puts it through for a behind. 2-3-15 Rosebud doing all the attacking at the moment. 3-4-22 Sorrento. Ambience Catering scoreboard.
Ball comes out in the far side, the closest to the broadcast side of the ground there. Mahallahan spins round one, short kick. Not particular there, chance there for high tackle there, but barging through the pack there was Fisher. Fisher got the handball trapped in by Sorrento. It's also been smothered again. Going in hard was Hallahan again. Oh, good tackle, great tackle. Should be holding the ball, and it is too. Great tackle there by Downey. And he just pinged him back and said, boys, give me the ball. I'm going to try and get on with this ball.
I'll tell you what, Mitch Hallahan was under the pump. It was a great hand pass, but unfortunately Callaghan was going to be
just
tackled straight away by Downey.
So Downey with the ball there. Handball kicks it very long indeed. Don't know if it's a good kick. Loudon's up with the high flies there. Someone running past there for Rosebud. Looks like it was young Downey too. Umpire says no. Cummings got the ball. Handballs inwards. Tackle he played. I think it's going to be, umpire says give it to me. You can't quite see it, but We know it's going to be a ball up. Only close to the boundary line there with the scoreboards 2-3-15. Rosebud trailing 3-4-22 Sorrento on the Abians Catering scoreboard.
So tap down, just inside the boundary. Rosebud trying to shove it forward again. It's a good contested contest, which I'm sure Nick Jewell would have liked. Try and bring it down their level a little bit. They don't have the class that this Sorrento team does have. And we know what great finishers they are. They were about 4 goals down against Mount Eliza. 3/4 time last week, got up 1 by 8 points. So if it's a class battle, you think that the Sharks might win. But if it's a real contested ball battle, Rosebud are a massive chance. And they're doing everything right at the moment. They trail by 7 points on the Ambience Catering scoreboard into the second half of the second term. Hurry kick comes inside the goal mouth. At the back is Lewis, trying to get the hand pass out. Maynard couldn't take it cleanly, cleared out of defence. Good hand pass done, and they'll clear it now through Kowalski, but a free kick.
Out of bounds it was.
Out of bounds, is it?
Umpire called it. Goal umpire called out of bounds, he did. So it's gone back to the forward pocket there for Rosebud. Boundary umpire going to throw it in. They were waving down. They were Sorrento off for the races.
Side, Paul boundary throw in. Loudon taps it to the front. Little give by Matt King. Hurried kick towards the wing. Almost a mark. Not taken. And both teams work hard. It's pushed forward to Cook. Cook will feed a hand pass inside, trying to take them on. It's got to be nearly holding the ball there because he tried to take on about 4 or 5. Wasn't getting much support. It was a good effort. And
Downing
free
it was.
kick against Downey, it was, yep. And Dunn, who scored the last goal, take the free kick at half back for Sorrento. Goes back now to Grant. Grant looking to switch. That's a beautiful kick straight down the middle, and Easy wearing the long sleeves, marks in the middle of the ground for the Sharks.
Easy goes a beautiful drop punt up towards the centre half forward there, looking for the mark over the back there. Good hands there. Chance for the player in Gibson, Sammy Gibson. He's been playing the forward line there. Might be pinged off, but it's gone through for the point. Is that deliberate? No, it's not. Like a rugby touch, it's gone through for a point. So Rosebud clear the ball, go the high flyers in Boss. Boss gets the ball there, tackle down one, in another. Sacks on the middle, the umpire says, give it to me. And we'll pull it up again. Scoreboard's 2-3-15 Rosebud to Sorrento 3-5-22 the Abians Catering scoreboard.
9 minutes remaining, thrown up, half forward, two-handing it down to Wire, getting into it Cook. Can't though extricate himself from that tackle. And there'll be a ball up. They're on him the entire time. Again, Dwyer. Close to the boundary. Hallahan swung around on a tackle. Mitch Hallahan got his arms free and gets it to Tapscott. Hasn't had a huge influence so far, the playing coach. Little hand pass comes out in the direction and not able to get his hands free. Huswaite for Rosebud is pushed back. Well inside the attacking zone for Rosebud. For Sorrento, I should say, but again, Huswaite manages to get a hand pass free and now they're away. Good play by Con. He got a little kick to Cook, who takes the mark at half back.
Cook goes from half back, goes sideways, looking for his teammate in Daniel Wilson. Wilson's got the ball, one bounce, casually rolls up the swing there, goes inward, back inward too. Wilson trying it again there. Now it's back to Wilson again. An easy mark being taken there by Baker. Baker in the centre of the ground for Rosebud. Goes for the drop punt, little low, boring drop punt up. The other flyers go, might have been pushed out. Chance for Rosebud to attack into that. Off the ground, scramble sort of a kick there. Going in hard with the Sorrento players. Good clearing handball. Dunn clears it out indeed. No one in particular there, and it's taken there by the player in Josh Fisher. Fisher goes out wide to his teammate Enraki. Drops the ball, but he's got time. He's got Cook in short. Cook gets the lead there and takes a good mark centre wing. So Cook, the experienced player he is, he's don't know which way to go. He's going to go tacking straight down the middle of the guts. He goes up. They go, been pushed out there, but a good strong mark has been taken there by Corp.
Well, the pack collapsed and Brigden's the one. James Brigden copped it.
Yep.
Handballs back to Grant. In short now to Helen. Some experienced campaigners. James Hallahan in between fullback and centre half back. The goal there defending at the city end of the ground. And they're another pump a bit here as he goes wide towards the boundary. And the mark's taken by Harris. Harris kicks down the line towards the wing. No one able to take it off. Hands done. Dunn roved it well. Kicks quickly to half forward. Gladman, quick hand pass inside to Tapscott. We know he's a long kick. We know he's a very long kick from 52. What a goal by the skipper and the playing coach. Great goal, Luke Tapscott. Goal of the day. 4-5-29. They lead Rosebud 2-3-15. And the former Melbourne draftee, that was what he was drafted for in the first place.
Beautiful
Never
kick.
in doubt. Money for jam, as an old Latin teacher of mine used to say, Paul. The lead is 14 points for the Sharks on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. Thanks for listening to GameFace. Get your GameFace on.
Beautiful kick, wasn't it?
Daniel.
And back to the ground now. We've got Glenn doing around the grounds, please.
Quick round the grounds. Pines 6-5-41, Mornington 2-3-15, and Stonecats 4-7-31, Dramana 2-4-16 on the GameFace app.
And thanks to Swiss Locker too. There's a free kick here, Paul.
Advantage should have been paid, but
You would have
no,
thought so.
it's not been paid. So it's
If you kick a goal,
yep.
it was a goal in the AFL. Was it yesterday or was it the Brisbane Collingwood match Thursday? I can't
Yeah,
remember. It's been so
there
much
was one.
footy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I mean, the advantage is you kick the goal.
Yeah, you got a goal. You got a goal.
That's
That's
the
it.
ultimate advantage in footy, guys, isn't it?
So it's a free kick, and it's going to go to Lewis, I feel. Yep, Daniel Lewis has already kicked one already, directly in front, 20 metres out, should not miss. So a quick reply here if Lewis gets this goal from the great goal here before by Tapscott. So Lewis lines up, drop punt, on the way, goal umpire doesn't move one bit over the top of his little yellow head, puts up two fingers, so that means two bits of calico are going to come flying through the air in about 3 seconds. There's another goal there to Rosebud. They now go to 3-3, and Sorrento 4-5 on the Embanes Catering scoreboard.
Oh, we might go around the grounds, boys.
Yep.
So we might jump over to second division. There was a few of the tipsters expected Seaford to trouble the Bulls today, but Coringal 8-5-53 to Seaford 2-2-14. And Langy, who were expected to bounce back pretty hard after their loss last week to Seaford, are 3-6-24 trailing Somerville 6-5-41.
Somerville are going to be better than we all thought, Glenn.
Hastings 5-3-33. It'd be nice if we could find out if they've kicked any yet. Devon Meadows 2-6-18, so Devon Meadows trailing Hastings.
Good strong,
Swiss Locker.
good strong marks been taken there by Sam Gibson, who's been quiet all this game. Dan, he's just in front there, and he's put this one through. He's directly in front, about 45 metres out. Will kick from 50. So a short run up. Gibson lining up. Drop punt. Gets a bit under it. Goes across the face of goals, and it's gone through for a noisy minor there. So the scoreboard now goes to 3-3-21. That's Rosebud trailing Sorrento 4-6-30 on the Embanes Catering scoreboard.
9-point lead, approaching half-time in warm conditions. 30 in Melbourne today, about 27 down here with a bit of the sea breeze blowing.
Beautiful.
Reiki in short, taken by Con in the back pocket, or Cohen. He kicks to centre half back, switching up nicely. Another one of the defenders takes the mark as well.
Baker.
That's Baker. Thank you, Paul. And he kicks towards the half-back flank again, and Wilson. Wilson down
Oh, good mark.
that outer side. On the lead is Keegan Bentley. Keegan Downey, I should say. And he marks just behind the wing in the orange boots, near the scoreboard. Floats it towards half-forward, attacking it hard, Lewis, who's kicked 2 goals, playing a role down there.
Bit of an update on the Fev show down at Hastings. He's already kicked 2 in the first half of footy, so
And they're
he's
in front.
away.
In front comfortably.
You'll like that, Big Fev.
Well, they're likely to be 3-3 and obviously a real chance.
Todd Elton back in today too.
Tap down. Cook receives it from Cummings. Off the edge of the boot. Downey. Mark though taken by James Brigden, who's recovered. He'll kick his team towards the wing. It should have nearly been a free kick, and it was.
It is. Free
We didn't
kick.
hear it against Fisher because he went up way too early.
Going to Dunn.
And Dunn will take that free kick. He dabs in short. Hand pass comes over the top now by Ethan King.
Oh!
And then a bullet-like pass looking for Baholke. Couldn't mark it. Shark by Gladman, hard on the boundary, and Gladman's bounced that one home, 40 metres out.
Great snap goal around the corner.
There he was, as Paholke again leading to the pocket as Lee tends to, because he likes to kick them from a long way out and make it look more difficult than it actually is, but that's the way he plays. So a 15-point lead to the Sharks, 5-6-36, and Rosebud a 3-3-21 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. Thanks for listening to GameFace. Get your GameFace on.
What a goal from Gladman. That was a beauty. That was a Stephen Milne sharpshooter goal if I've seen one.
Update from Hastings, boys. Big Fev's kicked his third.
Fe-
It's a big crowd down there at Hastings.
So the Fevolution show's going off at the Hastings, which is good for the league and good for Hastings.
How far would he be moving, and would there be much forward pressure?
I would
He'd just be
think,
standing in the
I reckon
square?
he'll probably move about 15, 20 yards out from the square, and the delivery be going on the chest, on his big chest he's got, and it'll be all good. Speaking of big chest, the big whale goes past us there on the broadcast there. Beautiful. Good to see the president. So it's, Oh yeah, he's been a good player back in the old day. So it's Dwyer goes for a short pass there in the forward line there, and it's been taken there by Dunn. Dunn plays on quickly for Sorrento. Got 3 minutes to go on this second quarter there. Bad pass there, being tipped off by Blair and Fisher. Fisher just goes bang, long. There's no one down there, and an easy mark been taken by Corp in the back line there. So Corp in the back line. It did.
No doubt, mate.
So he's gone short and found his teammate in Dobroborowski. So Dobroborowski has got the ball, just holding on to the people standing still, no one to kick to, just goes down the line, very close to the boundary line. They might get punched over the boundary line, and it does too. So we've got about 2 minutes to go till half time here. It's 3-3-21. That is Rosebud trailing Sorrento 5-6-36 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard.
So he'll be throwing in at half forward. Sorrento deep into attack at the city end. Court will do the ruck work. Pose to Dwyer. Knock to the front. Hand pass by Sean Downey. Now to Reiki. Reiki gets the hand pass out again. High kick comes inside 50. Almost a mark to the young fellow Cummings. Couldn't quite hang on to it. He listens to the radio though. Yeah, he should have. No, that's right. Thrown up again. Cummings underneath it. Taps it down. Clearing kick by Brigden, who sharked it. But underneath it, an easy mark to Rosebud. Stoffels kicks it long to full.
Oh,
great mark in the middle of the pack.
Great
I thought the
contestant.
player in front had that mark in Callaghan, Paul, for Sorrento, but
Great mark.
ripping that away and able to take it. Looks like it'll be Keegan Downey. It is.
Yep, that was a good, strong pack mark. Big high flyer there, and he looked like he was going to take it up high, but he took it on his chest, and it was just a great mark. And I'll tell you what, he did. I like Robbo.
Well, no
yeah.
reason to take that.
No, he didn't. So anyway, it's going to be Downey, and tell you what, they need this right on the siren too, I think. So it's Downey, drop punt on the way.
They certainly do. Just to
45 metres out.
in this.
Can he kick this one? Drop punt's gone across the face of goals. Another point there. They go to 3 goals, 4-22, trailing Sorrento 5-6-36, Liam Baines Catering scoreboard. So a chance missed there by Downey after taking a beautiful mark. Probably got about a minute to go in this second quarter till half time.
Daniel Grant, Mr. Reliable. Good use of the footy too, in short. James Hallahan marking in the back pocket, the skipper. Has been, eyes darting to Langford, another experienced campaigner. Grubbers a kick. Back to Grant, lots of experience there. Kicks down the line, lovely kick to the wing. Leading Tapscott, takes the mark, probably a bit too far out to score for him, even with his long right boot.
One on one.
To Paholke, one on one.
Might go through.
Kick which way?
No.
Goes against Paholke. He'll put on a show, Lee, saying it should be my free kick.
Yeah, it was a ticky touch one there, Dan. Could have gone either way, but it's...
Cohen, though, showed wonderful strength to be goal side and in the contest with him in wrestling. Could have gone either way. He takes it, kicks on the left. Long kick towards the wing.
Oh,
Out
good
of the
mark.
contest is
Corp.
Boss. Dwyer as well, and that is a big mark by Nick Corp, who takes the mark, attacking side of the wing, and it's half-time at
He's
Olympic
going to have a
Oval,
shot.
Rosebud.
He's going to have a shot with a big torpedo.
chance.
No chance?
Tap Scott maybe. He's gone for the big ball burster. Graham Smokey Dawson, good afternoon, and he's fallen about 20 metres short. 5-6-36, the score of Sorrento at half-time. Rosebud 3-4-22 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard, and the goal kickers for Sorrento up to half-time. 2 to Leaper Hulkey, they were in the first half, and singles to Tapscott, to Gladman and to Dunn. And for Rosebud, their goal kickers, Lewis has kicked 2 and 1 to Tim Lincoln. So, Paul, a 14-point lead to Sorrento. Haven't had it all their own way.
No.
They just seem to be a little bit more classy than the Bucks at the moment.
At the moment, Dan, they're just sort of running the ball out there. Like you said, a little bit class just come there. Rosebud had the play there getting down there and getting the ball down that way then for goals there, but it just couldn't quite get it. But you know, it's an interesting game. Conditions are perfect. We'll see if Rosebud can come out after half-time. Glenn, you got some update scores there?
All games approaching half-time now on the GameFace app. We've got Pines 8-7-55 to Mornington 2-4-16. Frankston YCW 4-7-31 to Dramata, who've only managed 2 goals so far, 2 goals 4-16. Then we move over to Division 2. We've got the game between Coringal and Seaford. Coringal are 8-5-53 to Seaford 2-3-15. Lang Warren 5-7-37 trailing Somerville 7-5-47, so they're 10 points behind. They've narrowed the margin a bit there. And Hastings, I haven't had any more updates from the FEV, but at half time, or about the FEV that is, he hasn't been texting me personally, 7-5-47 leading Devon Meadows 2-9-21.
So, interesting matches being played in first and second division, thanks to Swiss Locker. So a 14-point lead at quarter time. And in the AFL, thanks Glenn, well we saw Port Adelaide beat West Coast last night. No one would have picked that. And the Fremantle Dockers at half time, and the Giants don't lose at Canberra Oval, are leading by 4 points, 55-41.
Unbelievable football.
The Saints play Melbourne later on today, and Milne's got a truckload on them, as he said. So we'll see what happens. But a 14-point lead at half-time for Sorrento, looking for 3 in a row. Rosebud looking to open their account in season 2019 under new coach and their last premiership coach, Nick Jewell. They've got some work to do in the second half. You're listening to GameFace. Thanks for listening to the GameFace match of the day. Get your GameFace on.
Hello, I'm Louise Manders, owner of 1111 Fitness. We are a local group training facility in Carrum Downs. We offer group training, personal training, small group training, so 2-on-1 training. We offer very affordable memberships for all people and cater for everyone's fitness levels. And we specialise in athletic development and training, and we're looking forward to getting involved with local sporting clubs. So if you're looking for your next group training session for your football team, head down to 1111 Fitness. The reason we jumped on board as a foundation partner with GameFace is we believe we can have a huge impact on the women's football through education and teaching how to prevent injuries and staying fit and healthy throughout the season. Through our sponsorship with GameFace, we hope to interact with a lot of local football clubs, men and female, and teach them the importance of training and get a lot of people down to 1111 Fitness. To get in contact with us, you can find us on social media, so through Facebook and Instagram. Just look up 1111 Fitness. Looking forward to the upcoming footy season.
Peninsula Safety is a local family-run and operated business established in 2006 on the Mornington Peninsula. We service all types of business across all industries Australia-wide, offering personalised uniform and footwear fit-outs and personally packaging complete orders. We are a one-stop shop for all of your uniform, workwear, branding, safety and promotional items. We offer a wide range of services to all types of industries and businesses. Services include screen print and promotional product branding, and in-house embroidery and digital transfers. Branding not only clothing and headwear, but bags and a variety of other promotional items for your business. We also have a wide range of safety and road traffic signage and personal protective equipment, which includes head, face and hand protection. We also stock and service businesses with consumable products such as hand towel, toilet paper, shoe covers and spray suits. We are actively involved in the local community and proudly sponsor a variety of local sporting clubs. These include Frankston Peninsula, Mornington and Murray Cricket Club, Mount Martha Golf Club and Mount Eliza Junior Football Club. Like us on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with new products, sales and in-store promotions. If you mention this video, you'll receive 10% off on clothing and footwear in store. Some conditions apply. We have a wide range of brands available in store. We look forward to seeing you guys soon. So our store is located in Yules Road in Mornington, open 6 days a week. Please contact us via phone or directly through our website.
Hey guys, my name is Rosebud. I'm the co-owner and ops manager here at X Golf Mornington. We are an indoor golf and bar. So the reason why we're here today at X Golf Mornington, my brother and I were huge golf advocates. We used to play quite a lot of these in the city, and we realised there definitely is a spot available for an X Golf venue down in the peninsula. We're located in Shop 177 Mornington Tyre Road, Mornington. So we've been here for about 18 months now. We do local rounds of golf here, up to 6 blokes playing on one screen at a time. We do memberships from midweek and to full 7-day memberships. As well, we do host parties like kids, bucks dues, even hens dues. Most importantly, we do our X-Leg nights where you get 3 blokes or 3 mates, handicap-based gross play on a Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday evenings. So what makes us unique is we're the only indoor golf and bar facility on the peninsula. We are half the time it takes for outdoor rounds to finish, and it's also a great place to have a drink, the food with a few of your mates. Due to my involvement at Type as a player, I'm proud to be a sponsor for the 2019 season and look forward for the boys finishing off the season strong. For your next get together with your mates, come down, book a screen. X Golf Mornington would love to have you.
Hey guys, Plugger from GameFace here. GameFace is really excited to introduce our new official apparel partner for 2019 and 2020, Swiv's Locker. We're here today to speak to Swiv, the man himself, about the partnership.
Great to be on board with GameFace, and I look forward to working with everybody soon.
Swiv, really excited about the partnership for the next 2 years. What can GameFace...
Winners are grinners, losers can please themselves. Big win today for the Rosebud A-grade girls. They've beaten one of the premiership favourites who played in the grand final last year, Sorrento. Girls, how does it feel, Courtney? That must have been a very special win today.
It was. It feels fantastic. It feels awesome. Hard game, hot conditions, but to our credit, we played it out.
Were you confident?
Yeah, we were confident. We knew it was going to be a hard game, but we hit the court with confidence. Yeah.
What do you reckon, Nicole? There's Shelley O'Donnell, one of the greats of Australian netball, still playing. You obviously kept her in check today.
Yeah, we did. She is obviously an outstanding player and playing for full 4 quarters out there today. But the girls, to our credit, really held her down, and we stepped up and come out with the win, 1 point. So it was a very good win.
Is it like winning a grand final? And if it's like winning a grand final, girls, does that mean you get to celebrate now?
We do. Yes, we do.
Right.
Just a few quiet ones.
Veuve Clicquot champagne or whatever it's called. I don't drink anything like that. I just drink like beer.
Bit of Molly.
Excellent. So the fact you've now beaten Sorrento, premiership, you reckon?
Look, I think that last year we finished 4th.
It's pretty good.
Our hope is that we do make the final this year, the grand final, the big one. We're going to work really hard. Like this team that we can see here, what makes us different is that we're family. So we all really appreciate each other and we work really hard for each other, and that's why we got the win today.
So do you think, Courtney, that some clubs don't see themselves or aren't really a family, that they don't grow up together, or that they've recruited players from other teams to come in and play and try and put together a good team? Or do you think all clubs try and be family?
I don't know. I think some clubs put more of an emphasis on it. I mean, this is my 3rd year at the club, Hadji's 3rd year at the club, Jack's 1st year at the club. And I don't know, we've just struck it lucky. We have a great working relationship on the court. We have a great social life off the court. We have a great friendship. And I think that adds to our game on the court. So.
There was a big crowd today.
Everyone did.
It was a really big crowd.
Massive crowd, wasn't it? It's great.
It was the biggest crowd that we've had. probably bigger than even our first final last year. It was really lovely to see, and it's good that everyone's come around, especially on Easter weekend. I know a lot of people go away, but to see the crowd and to see them supporting netball too, and not only football, was really good to see today.
Well, congratulations, girls. Enjoy the celebration. Still a long way to go, but that's a great result so early in the season.
Yeah,
well done.
you.
Good on you, girls.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Well done. Thanks, girls. Good on.
Louise Manders, owner of 1111 Fitness. We are a local group training facility in Carrum Downs. We offer group training, personal training, small group training, so 2-on-1 training. We offer very affordable memberships for all people and cater for everyone's fitness levels. We specialise in athletic development and training, and we're looking forward to getting involved with local sporting clubs. So if you're looking for your next group training session for your football team, head down to 1111 Fitness. The reason we jumped on board as a foundation partner with GameFace is we believe we can have a huge impact on the women's football through education and teaching how to prevent injuries and staying fit and healthy throughout the season. Through our sponsorship with GameFace, we hope to interact with a lot of local football clubs, men.
Well, Stephen Cummings is out playing in the ruck for Rosebud today. His twin brother Matthew, who is part of a premiership team with Stephen in the Dandenong Stingrays in the old TAC Cup under-18 comp last year, is not. Matthew, good to have you with us. Why are you playing?
Actually ended up touring my calf last week, playing a game for Northern Territory. So not bad, just a minor tear, but a few weeks out.
Now the Northern Territory, Matt, you must you're 6 foot. What are you? 6 foot?
6'6".
6'6". You red hair and pale skin. The Northern Territory up there, mate. Fair dinkum. You must get the layers of suntan put on your body.
It's just a whole bottle before the game. Just heaps of layers.
Would you wear long sleeves too?
No, I actually don't. None of them really fit me up there. No.
So you must be joining up there. The good football up there.
Awesome. Yeah, real skillful. Obviously quick with the Indigenous boys, and they love their footy up there, so it's good.
There's a million Riolis, is there?
I'm playing with one at the moment, Morris Rioli Jr.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, he's a gun. He's based in Melbourne though. I think he's boarding in Melbourne, but he's a gun.
Tell us about them. I mean, they just have this sixth sense around of football, don't they?
Definitely.
Matthew, have you been able to work that out, playing at close quarters with them, why they just have this unbelievable ability?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's almost somewhat natural, especially like the way they've grown up, the way they've trained. It's always just been quick footy. It's just been tackle, or when you got the ball, you're just running. So I think it just comes naturally to them. So yeah, it's good.
So how long are you down here for, mate?
Do you mean for the game or for Rosebud? So for NT, I'm playing 6 weeks for NT, and then I'll be back at Rosebud.
Okay, for the second half of the year.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, it's good.
And being involved with the Stingrays, I mean, it's a great program.
Yeah.
And to be in the first premiership, I know I spoke to you guys, you and your twin brother, the day that you won the flag. I mean, you've had a few months now to contemplate it.
Yeah.
It'll always mean something, won't it? The first one always means so much, doesn't it, to a club or to an organisation?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely with the change of the league now to the NAB league, it just makes it that bit more historic. Like the last TAC Cup Grand Final officially, and also the first for Dandenong Stingrays, just makes it that little bit better. So it's awesome. Yeah,
and there's a lot of players out of that Stingrays team that got drafted.
Yeah, we had a few. I think we had 6 or 7,
which is fantastic for the program.
Yeah,
I know my young boy's down at the Next Generation in Kilda, and he's only 15, but they see how the way they breed them through for the underage, the 17s, and go right through to the NAB league now, and then obviously picked and get drafted. So I think it was Cottrell was drafted, and there was Lockie Young.
Who's debuting, I think, this weekend.
I think he's certainly in the squad. I'm not sure whether Josh is playing.
Really?
But he's certainly in the squad. I know Will Hayes, David Hayes, that's the horse trainer, is definitely playing for the Dogs tomorrow. But they've got a couple of injuries. But he's done well, isn't he? He's a rookie player to be picked up and get close to selection. He's a defender, isn't he?
Yeah, tall defender. Plays on the half-back flank. Yeah, he's a smart player. Loves it.
What about, have you heard from Bailey Williams? I mean, he's with the Premiers.
Yeah, his birthday recently. I haven't heard much from him, but I think I've watched some footage of him from West Coast. He's in the waffle side. He's been doing good things, playing up forward, kicking a few goals. Yeah, it's good.
Excellent. He's another Blondie. I wonder how we'd like the warm weather over there. It's pretty warm over there too this time of year.
Oh yeah,
Matthew, isn't it?
Even though it rained last night.
It did?
It bucket down rain last night over in the WA. It poured down there. So you're going to come back here and play with your brother?
Yep. So obviously me and Stephen both are playing for NT. So after the 5 games, we've played 3 so far, the 5 games with NT. They've spoken about playing in the NEFL side with the NT Thunder, so we'll see how that goes. But definitely after all that finishes, we'll be back here playing together, which will be good.
And what's this footy club mean to you?
Well, I've been here since under 15s. They've just developed me, like they've put like real effort into my development, especially being a taller player, needing a bit more development. Likes of Mark Huswaite have been really good.
He's been great, and he's a legend
awesome.
down here.
Yeah, so they've obviously helped me playing Stingrays and now NT being a player I am today, which is good.
Well, great to see you here. Good luck the rest of the year with the Northern Territory.
Yep.
Make sure you don't get burnt, mate. You put plenty of sun cream on. It's unbelievable up there, isn't it, that they play footy. Obviously, it's their wet season, isn't it? Still pretty hot, though. Still pretty hot.
Yeah.
Stinking, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
And their best time is in the middle of the year. It's beautiful up there.
Beautiful there.
But thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in the blue jersey or the dark blue jumper of Rosebud later in the year.
Sweet. Cheers.
Good on you.
Thanks,
Matthew Cummings joining us. His twin brother Stephen out there playing for Rosebud at the moment, who trail by 14 points at half-time in our match of the day on GameFace. Get your GameFace on.
Cheers, lads.
Rob Morrison, I'm General Manager of the Frankston RSL. We are located on 183 Cranbourne Road, which is right above Jubilee Park. We are a RSL which obviously has two parts to the business, which is the commemorative welfare side of it and the commercial side of the business. We, in the commercial side, look after many things here in the way of food options, beverage options, entertainment, gaming, TAB and Keno, and we are a very...
Well, welcome back here to Olympic Park at down Rosebud on a glorious Saturday, Easter Saturday here, Dan, where the scoreboard reads 3-4-22, Rosebud trailing 5-6-36. Now, one thing that our boss just picked up there, Dan, that the kick-to-kick out on the ground at half-time. You know, it's just one of those things in football that the kids love doing an AFL running out there, but at half-time, you have the Oz kick in the AFL, but when you have local footy, on a beautiful day like today, there's young kids out there kicking the ball around and the young girls kicking the ball there. It's just one of those great feelings of local football and stuff with the leagues with the clubs that get involved there. It's just very, very good atmosphere.
Well, it just adds to the atmosphere, doesn't it? I mean, particularly when there are 5 games on, obviously the crowds shrink a bit because everyone's watching their own team play. But when you have a different situation like you've got today, where you've got a bit of a split round, half the round was yesterday, half the round is today. You get more of a crowd, and of course people are still in school holidays. They end on Monday. They're down here, holiday makers for a few days. Sensational! Look at it. It's just wonderful. And that ground is one of the best in the competition. There's no doubt, Glenn, and you and I have discussed this many times, that if the new club rooms, the new change rooms were up and about, that they would have got a final last year.
Dan, I think all the grounds have improved. So I was at Mount Eliza yesterday. Their ground was great. I was at EDS in the morning. Their ground's in good nick. And we're at Hastings last week.
That was good. Hastings
is a beautiful ground.
Are you a fan of the games being played on Good Friday?
Look, I am for local football. I'm not a fan of AFL football because you'll find now they said there'd be one game. And they said it would be North Melbourne Bulldogs, and it would be Bulldogs' opportunity, speaking as a Bulldog supporter here, for them to finally get a marquee match. And that lasted 1 year. It's going to be North Melbourne's match. For some strange reason, I know you're a St Kilda supporter, Glenn. Why they had a North Melbourne St Kilda game last year is beyond me. North Melbourne Essendon might work, because Essendon draw big crowds, but Essendon have got 7 or 8 marquee matches. And then what they've done is last night they put West Coast and Port on. So I thought it was going to be a one-off game for the Royal Children's Hospital.
Well, that's what I thought too.
At 20 to 5 Friday afternoon, but it takes away from local footy. Let local footy have their day.
Well, back to the local footy. Yesterday, Mount Eliza and Frankston Bombers reached a deal. The two presidents, Chris Sharman and Mick Dunn, who happen to be mates, but they shared the gate at Mount Eliza yesterday. It was a good gate.
Good.
And
are they doing that other game too?
Where they work together to play the curtain raiser at Frankston VFL. And I think the more clubs do that together, they get their heads together and say, right, how do we get a decent gate? Let's split the profits. Let's work together. EDS had a good crowd. EDS had it to themselves a fair bit. They had Good Fridays on their own, where they typically play Bomb Beach. They're fierce rivals. They get big crowds down there. They still had a decent crowd yesterday, not as big as usual, but I'm in favour of Good Friday because it brings the crowds. I don't know what sort of a crowd they had at Rye, but I suspect that it was probably pretty good. The ball's ready to bounce. Over to you, boys.
Thanks very much.
Ball back, and here we go, the third quarter of this beautiful day. We just sat down at Rosebud Olympic Park, where it's Rosebud 3-4-22, trailing Sorrento 5-6-36. So the play, the third quarter, scrappy play. Umpire says, might give it to me, boys. I'll ball it up one more time again. Thanks to our sponsors of GameFace. We've got our sponsors, Bendigo Community Banks, Fist Locker, Frankie, 7 Steps to Health, Excite Gold, Peninsula Soap and Workwear, and Boneyard's Catering today. The ball comes out by Sorrento. Going their centre half forward there, going in hard. It's going to be Hallahan. The ball comes to play. Scrappy kick. Up they go, the high flyers by Keys there. Chance for against Corp there. Ball comes to play towards Dunn. Clearing play by Boss there from for Rosebud. Ball hits the ground again. Paholke's in there too. Chance of the taps it out. He does quite well too. Get more sacks in the middle. I think the umpire says, give it to me, boys. We're going to ball it up. And we'll get another ball up here on this just start of the third quarter. Where the scores are 3-4-22, 5-6-36.
Tap down by Tompkins towards the pocket. Still in play and eventually goes out of bounds. Deep in Sorrento's attacking area. They hold a 14-point lead from half-time on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. Opening minute, third term.
Dramato bridged the gap with YCW boys. Now 4-4-28, trailing the Stonecats by 10 points, 5-8-38.
Thanks to Svislocker around the grounds and Glenn Carter this afternoon on GameFace. Tapped out, cleared out of defence, a hand pass. And eventually Sorrento get it, and a terrific goal to Mitch Hallahan as the hand passes were shared around. Rosebud couldn't control it, and Mitch Hallahan was on the outside, and he snaps around the body, and that'll hurt the Buds early stages third quarter. 6-6-42, Rosebud a 3-4-22 Ambience Catering scoreboard, and it is a great honour to have you as part of our coverage on GameFace. Thanks for listening to GameFace. Get your GameFace on.
Glenn, get down there, Glenn.
Ryan Cook off for Hardwick. He's only played the first couple of minutes. He looked a bit ginger coming off.
So it's going to be a free kick. It's going to go to Sorrento. And it's a player in the Gladman. Gladman goes out wide indeed. Finds his coach there. Mitch Hallahan. Great play. I'm looking for Paholke. Ball goes centre of the ground there. Centre half of Rosebud got the numbers. They clear it quite well indeed. The player in Downey with the ball. Spins round 1 or 2. Chance for kick out the centre of the ground here, but no one there for Rosebud. An easy mark taken by Big Nick Corp. So Corp got the ball, goes straight down. A beautiful drop punt down there, looking for the big high flyers. Loudon! That Loudon, I think it is. Takes a beautiful mark. Has he paid the mark? What's going on here? I think he has.
It's not loud.
No, it's not
we'll
loud.
Work it out.
We'll work it out.
He's only one of the smallest guys there, but he's in front too, and he judged it to a nicety.
Oh, it was Jaden Tompkins there. So Tompkins took a beautiful mark there. Just looked like Loudon with a big high fly mark he took. So Tompkins lining up to get a second goal here to Sorrento in about the second minute of this third quarter. Drop punt, 45-degree angle. We're right behind this one, boys. Runs in straight. Drop punt on the way. Goes across the face of goals. There's no one down there. It goes out through for a noisy minor. And the scores read 3-4-22. Rosebud to Sorrento 6-7-43 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard.
So back into play. Wilson, who's been solid in defence today, he is betwixt and between. He was going to head to the outer side. He elects to go to the broadcast side of the ground. Big pack there. No mark taken. Off hands again to James Hallahan. A spurring pass. Beautiful inside pass. 50 finds his playing coach in Luke Tapscott. That was magnificently read off the pack by Hallahan, and that pass was daisy cutter to perfection, and he finds Tapscott, who takes the mark on his chest.
Loudon on the bench, boys.
Sorry?
Big Lukey Loudon's on the bench.
On the bench, is he? Sorry. Thanks, Glenn.
Slide angle, 45 metres out. He's a magnificent kick, Tapscott. He went thump and bang, 2 in a row to the Sorrento team, and Tappy increases his team score out to 27 points, the biggest lead of the match, 7-7-49 to 3-4-22 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard.
Back here at the Olympic Oval, here's Rosebud 3-4-22, trailing Sorrento 7-7 on the Avians carrying scoreboard. There was a great goal kick there by Luke Tascott there. Just been told Luke Lennon's on the bench there with an injury update. Len will get over that one very soon.
No, it looks okay, Paul.
He looks okay. Okay, he's okay. He's having a bit of spell on the bench there. Thanks, Glenn. The umpire says, "Get to me, boys. We'll ball it up." This glorious Easter Saturday here with a big crowd around here. Listen to the GameFace app live. And last week we had them from Egypt, we had them from Bali, we had them all over the world. Listen to our app. Listen to the GameFace live call. It was fantastic. I had friends away.
I had someone call me from Mars too. Did you know that? Yeah. Close friend in Mars.
Well, I had one mate in Cairo.
Yeah, new girlfriend, Glenn. Yes, thank you.
Another one. Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. You idiot.
So, Rosebud going attack, and a good mark's been taken there by Reed. That's been got him there.
Geez, Tinder goes a long way, doesn't it?
In the words of Paul Keating and Alexander Downer, Glenn, I'll do you, but I'll do you slowly.
So Downey, it's a shot for goal there. Sorry, boys. Sorry, folks. Listen to this. The little comedy show we've got in the background here, but it's gone out of bounds, and it's been taken over there by Robbie Boss there for Rosebud. They're trailing at the moment 22-49 on the Embains Catering scoreboard. And it's good to have the Rosebud netball girls there at half-time. A little talk with you, Dan. They beat the A-grade team.
Yeah, they're having one already.
So up they go to Bruckman there. Corp gets a tap down against Dwyer there. Good tackle taken by Huswaite, but the umpire says no, he was pinged to me, and I'm going to ball it up
very
again.
Very congested down there, boys.
It is very
Rosebud's forward line.
Oh, that should be a free kick there. The umpire says no, it's not. They go in hard again, tackling, as Glenn just said, a very congested football. Chance for Rosebud. It's snapped round the corner, but it's gone around the face of goal, but it could be a mark. No, ball still in the play. Still in play too. So clearing kick away there for the play. When Sorrento was Tompkins. Tompkins goes out very wide indeed, but it was an easy mark taken by Rosebud on the far wing there. Goes out short. Finds Wilson, I think it is. Nowhere to go. Very stagnant forward line for Rosebud. No one moving around at all. Sorrento got the numbers back there indeed. They got on for a short pass there, but Sorrento just cut it off quite easily. I think it's by Grant. Grant's got the ball. He's got players in short too. Goes to the long sleeved Izzy with the long sleeves. Why would you have a long sleeve? It's a beautiful hot day. Hallahan's got the ball now, half back flank. He's got players streaming down there. There's a big long kick there. It's going to be 2 against 1. Wait for the bounce there. Good play there by Corp. Spins around. No, it's a bigger play. It was at Tompkins. Tompkins goes up to all the high flyers there. Going in hard is Tapscott. Spins around the ball there, can left foot, snaps into the face of goal, looking for Holke there. Can he chase after it? Young Lee spins round 1, spins round 2, left foot pass, heard the call backwards, and a beautiful little left foot kick, and finds his teammate in. Can't quite get that one.
Chad Harris.
So yeah. He's been quite quiet. He's been quiet, really, Harris. He's
for Chatty, he has.
For Chatty, he has. He's normally quite elusive, and he's on the Richmond list. So Harris can have a shot for goal here. In a bit of a breeze, be 45 metres out. It's a beautiful pass there by Holke. Just heard the call from Harris. Harris, drop punt. Goal umpire goes across the face of goals, and it's gone through, tapped the shoulder. Another point. 7-8.
Tapscott's been good down forward.
Who's that?
Every time Tapscott goes forward, he's dangerous.
Yes. He's a beautiful finisher, Glenn. Injuries got him. They had 4 picks in the top 20 Melbourne in 2009. He played 48 games. Kicks high towards the half-back flank, Rosebud. Mark dropped by Dwyer. Picked up a skidding ball along the turf. Did he easy mark that? I'm not sure he did.
Well, he got hurt, though.
He did. Badly.
He sort of got marked, but he got hurt. He's a bit gingery. He gets up, walks back.
The squaring, skidding kick came from Jabrowski. Tapped down by Corp. Trying to burst through. There's Downey, and he took them on. Too many, Sean Downey. Didn't get enough support. There was no outlet player ready for a hand pass. Sam Gibson been a bit quiet today. The former Kangaroo and Crow kicks long to full forward. No one can mark. Tapscott dangerously lurking. Sharks gets a hand pass hard on the boundary. And it goes over the line. It'll be thrown back into play. It'll be thrown up. No, it's a free kick to Rosebud.
Cummings just came on.
For holding the ball. Cohen will take that free kick in the back pocket for the Buds. But they're just indecisive and they're moving the ball so slowly, it's stagnant. Cummings in the middle of the pack. At the back, Easy takes it again, centering ball to half forward. Easy mark. Taken by Tompkins. Got the hand pass out to Drabolski. Kicks to half forward.
It's gone back
to Baholke. Free kick is there to Rosebud. Off the play to Wilson, who's been one of his team's better players today.
He got Shepard out of the play, he did. He got the free kick.
With his hard physical contact, a bit like his namesake here. Paul Wilson as part of GameFace's coverage. It's a 28-point lead as Cook drops an absolute sitter. Sorrento in front.
Wilson gets it back again there. Thank you, Dan, for lovely comments there, but a good pass in taken there by Huswaite. Huswaite with the ball there on the left foot, goes out very wide indeed. Looking for his teammate in Williams. Williams got the ball, handballs back to go forward. Numbers going to work there. Sorrento got numbers going past. Hallahan got the ball. Beautiful little drop punt up there. Who's at the back there? Quite easy mark. No, it should have been a mark. It was a free kick anyway, and it's a free kick, and it's going to go to the red boots of... He turns around. Looks like it's going to be taken there by Matt Dabrowski, is it? I think. Yes, I think it's Matt Dabrowski. Have a shot for goal from about 45, about 30 metres out, a 45-degree angle there. So, well, just Sorrento just got a bit more class here, Dan. They're just showing a bit of, they've got a bit more time and space at the moment. So Dabrowski lines up, drop punt on the low, drop punt, gone across the face of goals. Bad kicking. We've seen it before in football matches, bad football. So it's 7 goals 9, 51 to 3 goals 4, 22 on the Baines catering scoreboard.
Beautiful Arthur seat.
Div 2
surroundings behind.
Kringle 9660, Seaford 2416, Langwarren 7749, still trailing Somerville 11571, and Hastings 8957, leading the way in front of Devon Meadows 31129.
That's thanks to Fist Locker around the grounds. Kick towards the wing, had plenty of penetration on the kick. Keegan down, he gets the hand pass out to Vic Lewis. He's kicked 2 goals. High kick inside, 50. Bentley can't get into it, couldn't mark. Good roving though by...
Good.
And not able to get a boot to ball was Rosebud. A hurry kick comes out of the pack. Goes close to the line, and it's cleared last line of defence by Aeasy. He got it towards Luke Brigden. Brigden kicks to the wing. No mark taken. Here's an opportunity for... the Sorrento team to try and get hold of it, but unable to on that occasion was Matthew King, and taken over the line and out of bounds. It'll be a boundary throw-in. As Nan Scowen got the kick inside 50 then for Rosebud. It's off hands in that boundary throw-in, and it'll be thrown back into play.
Rosebud down at the moment. No. They're just gone a bit flat. You know, Sorrento's got all the run there at the moment, but they're just gone a bit flat there, Rosebud. So it's Cummings with the ball, handballs out, no particular there. Snap round the corner by player in Stoffels. Stoffels up and high under the kick. Over the top comes the punch there and goes out of bounds. Yeah, it just seems that they've lost a bit of structure up in the forward line there at the moment, but Sorrento just got the runners going. They're keeping, look, as you can see, Baholke, he's just sitting down the back down there, just waiting for the ball to come down there. But nothing's sort of happening for the Buds at the moment. Ball goes back into play again. Stacks in the middle. The umpire says, "Boys, give it to me." We're going to ball it up one more time, right in front of this huge crowd too. We've got a huge crowd here at the Olympic Oval with the. Got 10 minutes into the third quarter, thanks to our timekeeper man. Beautiful. And ball in the back. There should be a free kick. The umpire says no. Coming side of handball it out there. Going in hard was Lewis again. Spins one, spins two. Good play there. Gets it out to Huswaite. Huswaite in the left foot goes out wide, but there's no one there for Rosebud, and they clear the ball quite well.
Great mark by Grant. He reads it magnificently. Handballs towards James Hallahan doing the Phil Monash. He's had 5 bounces. Handballs over the top, and his hand pass to Aeasy put him in a world of trouble. He could have kept going around the outer side and wasted a magnificent run. He wasted energy with a hand pass to the bootlaces of the long sleeve Aeasy, and Rosebud were able to lock it up, attacking side of the wing as he made that searching run. Thrown up, won by Cummings out of the ruck for Rosebud, but Aeasy pinches it from him and then is taken to ground in a tackle. Gee, talk about a lack of prior opportunity, I thought. Free kick will go the way of Rosebud, and it'll be taken at half back by Wilson. Wilson has been good. He kicks long towards the wing, but getting back with the flight. Mark dropped by Matthew King. Getting in the way is Nanscowan. He spins out of a tackle. He kicks long, and at the end of it, Bentley's there. He should play on, and he kicks the goal because the Sorrento defenders overcorrected themselves, allowed an open goal for Bentley, and finally in the second half, Rosebud kick a major. 4-4-28, and they trail Sorrento 7-9-51, and it's Rosebud's first goal since the 16-minute mark of the second term. First goal today for the former AFL player Greg Bentley. That is on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. Thanks for listening to GameFace's Match of the Day on this Easter Saturday between Sorrento and Rosebud. Get your GameFace on. Around the grounds, thanks to Smith's Locker, Glenn Carter.
Getting ugly at Eric Bell, 11-7-73, Mornington 2-4-16. But the big news is that Eric at Coburn Oval, YCW 6-9-45, Dramana Tigers 6-5-41, 4 points of difference. The Tigers are back in it.
That'd be good for next week. They Dramana get up and play Sorrento next week for the
two undefeated teams.
Oh, it'll be a sensational game next week. Next Saturday, Dan, we'll have a big crowd down there for the big Rewalt.
Matty Rewalt Foundation Day. Yeah,
we'll be there. We'll be there doing the game there live. There, that'd be fantastic down there. Might take the night off, have a stay the night down there. But no.
You'll be able to bring us all home in the Beretta's bus, Paulie.
Well, hopefully, if we get the sponsor.
Who do we talk to down there for a sponsorship? Is it Mr. Beretta or Miss Beretta? Which one?
Me.
Boundary throw in and hurry kick by Rosebud. Brigden clears it. But good play by Matt King to try and break the tackle. He swivelled out of one. Couldn't swivel out of a second. Taken over the boundary on that outer side, or the Arthur Seat side of the ground.
Nice clear vision coming through today, boys, from Red Onion upstairs in the timekeeper's box.
Yeah, doing an outstanding job.
Around all the grounds.
Boundary throwing. Corp beats Cummings comfortably again. Kicks towards the wing. Goes to the back of the pack. Opportunity for Fisher. He's under pressure. He gets a hand pass out to his lookalike Wilson. Wilson can't find a handle. He gets taken in a two-man tackle. Hand pass to be run down in front of the scoreboard on the outer side. Hand pass looking for Hallahan. Player thrown to ground for Sorrento, and that might nearly be holding the ball. It will be. And Fisher will take the free kick. Walker, I thought it was a bit unlucky because he didn't have the ball for that long. But Fisher with the footy underneath the scoreboard for the Buds. He delivers and delivers dreadfully. That's taken by Sean Downey. In the end, he gets taken in a tackle over the boundary. Still on the wing on the outer side with Rosebud. 1 goal this quarter. Trailing Sorrento, who booted 2. They're 7-9-51, the Sharks, to 4-4-28 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard.
So the ball's over the far side of the ground here. A beautiful day, we keep saying that. The crowd is sensational down here, so there'll be a great gate takings and the beers and the hamburgers, everything's been flowing here at the Olympic Oval there, and the scores are coming in left, right and centre on the GameFace app, which is great to see too. So the boundary up, the goal umpire says, give it to me, boys, going to ball up one more time. A bit scrappy. Probably gone halfway through our third quarter here. So it's just gone a bit of a lull all of a sudden here, Dan, and it's just a bit of a lull. I think Rosebud need a fire.
Sorrento have got the game where they want it, and Rosebud are just unable to really make much play.
They just can't get it
playing into their hands.
They just can't sort of break away at the moment, Rosebud. So on the ball that's been played here. So it's Cummings going to go up again against Corp. So Corp got the tap down there indeed. Plain of Danny will pick up the ball there for Rosebud. Spins round one, gets tackled hardly again. The umpire says, give it to me. And I'll ball it up one more time again. 4-4-28, Rosebud trailing Sorrento 7-9-51 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. So it's all a bit of a lull. We kept on saying that, but I just can't believe how good the day. The whole weekend's been sensational so far, weather-wise. So the ball's gone out towards Danny again, picks it up, been tackled hard indeed. Ball comes out towards the half-forward flank there, going in hard was Hallahan. Gets tackled there indeed. Great tackle. Should have been pink for holding the ball. And the umpire says no. We'll throw it in again from the boundary umpire. Over the far side of the ground, we look across to see the beautiful Arthur Seat and the beautiful Mornings Peninsula down here. It's just a beautiful place to live down here. Live all my life down here, Dan. It's just beautiful to live down here. Boundary umpire throws in again. No one's got the ball. We've got about 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Up they go. Baholke's in front there. Chance gets punched to the ground there. Good play there. It's Gladman with the ball there. Handballs round one, gets round two. Handballs out indeed to no one particular there. Chance there for Baholke with the ball there and drops it across the face and gone out of bounds in the forward pocket.
And a sad day for Sorrento as well, with one of their trainers tragically losing his son in a car accident, hence why they've got black armbands on today. Condolences to him and his family and the entire football club and the football community. Everyone feels it. As they try and clear it, Rosebud from the ruck contest. Cummings' hand pass misses the target. Hallahan receives the hand pass. Left foot kick around the body. Got it from Tucker and Paholke. Oh, he must have had resin on those hands. He got them on at half time. It's stuck like glue, Paul. Stuck like glue.
A minute you doubt him.
Hey?
A minute you doubt him. He pulls it off.
That's stuck. That's stuck like you know what to you know what.
He'd have his phone in his pocket, Glenn. He'd get it out. He'd watch me get stuck into it and say, "Bugger you, Lonnie. I'm going to prove you wrong."
Should, because you've been giving him stick all day.
I have a bit. The great man, the showman of the competition, Lee Paholke, and to say he likes it is the understatement of the century. From point blank range, he won't miss. He kicks the goal and the lead is out. They've doubled the score down to 29 points on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. Again, thanks to Gay and her crew for doing a magnificent job catering for all the football clubs around here, for their luncheons, for their dinners, for all their functions. 8-9-57 and they lead Rosebud 4-4-28 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. Thanks for listening to GameFace's Match of the Day. Get your GameFace on.
Ball back in a play, the bounce being played, Hallahan with the ball, beautiful long drop punt to the end and good mark. Oh, what a mark! Paholke's putting on a show. He took a beautiful one hand and then to put the hand back, suck it out there and brought it back in.
I reckon he loves it too in the forward pocket, that right forward pocket.
Left foot snap round the corner! Let's have a look, let's have a look. Goal! There it is. He's off and racing, Paholke. Fourth goal to this quarter. So
it's normally about this time of day when the sun starts to set. Yeah. That's when Paholke starts to run.
When the crowd gets around here, the crowd get around there, and they go and watch him play. He'll take a mark, he'll do a goal, he'll do a kick, and he's kicked 4 so far to this quarter. So, and the way they're going, he could
kick. He's been consistent. He's been in the goals every week, Lee Paholke.
Yeah, 11 goals now.
Form. He's just a freak of a player. He's a solid player.
And now he's got 4. He'll be a bit yappier too, which could be a bit entertaining.
You'll love it.
Well, the margin's 35 points. Corp taps it down. Ryan Cook gets it the other way and crumbs it for Rosebud. On the left, he kicks to half forward. That's an excellent mark to Lewis. Lewis hasn't been their worst. He's been a target down there today. He's kicked a couple in the first half and he gets up with some cramp. Moving a bit gingerly, Daniel Lewis, and he marks it left half forward on about a 25 to 30 degree angle. Gets the hand pass off. And then the kick inside 50. Doesn't find the target. Down he's there. And taken in a tackle. Brought to ground. Not able to clear as Cade Williams. Obviously Lewis felt, being a bit sore, that he just couldn't get the distance. And Sean Downey's kick also was a bit scrubby inside 50. Cummings the tap. Cook can't get a clean possession. Close to the boundary. Taken in a tackle is James Hallahan of Sorrento. And there'll be a ball up just inside the boundary at half forward on the outer side. Into attack. Rosebud heading towards the playground or school end. Cummings again. Tapped down, but won by Corp. Corp throws it on the boot for Sorrento. Kicks towards the wing. Dunn is there for the Sharks. Tries to keep it alive. Good contest over the line on the wing. And it's a 35-point lead on the Ambience Catering scoreboard in favour of the Sharks, close to three-quarter time.
3 minutes to go in this third quarter there, we've been told. So up they go again, Dwyer and Corp there. Loudon's been off the bench there. I'm sitting on the bench all this quarter there, so he must be injured. Won't risk him. Big hide, mongrel sort of a kick there, but an easy mark. And Sorrento's got the numbers back here. It's going to be picked up there by Callahan. Callahan gets the ball, spins round one. Beautiful clearing kick over the far side of the ground. Good strong marks been taken. And it looks like the player in...
Mitch
Hallahan, his brother there. So Hallahan's got the ball. We'll get there in a minute. It goes long out towards the far side. They're looking there for Gladman. Gladman got the ball. Goes across, spins round one. Good tackle indeed. Umpire says play on. Play comes around the corner there. Looking there for... Oh, good strong mark. Beautiful mark there. It's taken there by player in... I think it's not Callahan.
James Hallahan.
James Callahan again, is it? He went up the other. He must have chased all the way down here too.
Lee Paholke's calling for it in the goal square. He wants
Paholke's just back there waiting for this little high fire mark there. So he's going to set this one up. He's got players running in short, lining up, far side of the ground there. Drop punt on the way. Here they go, wait for it, up they go. Paholke stays down there, so does, going up in goal, if you don't mind. Bang by Chad Harris. Quick goal there, off the top of the pack there. Great goal, Harris's first goal. And they go to 10 goals, 9 to Rosebud 4-4 on the Obedience Catering scoreboard. This is GameFace Live. Get your GameFace on.
Inside the last minute of the third term, free kick out of the middle for Sorrento. And a hand pass by Corp to Langford, who kicks long inside 50. But Wilson's been one of his team's best. He does well to take the mark and then gets a little kick to Nanscowan, but it's turned over by Mitch Hallahan. Kicks long to fall forward, looking for someone to mark. No one can. They've got the numbers right, but it doesn't matter. Another snap by Sorrento. And just misses to the left-hand side. It came from the Crummer Dunn. He was waiting down. Window shopping he was, but he just didn't buy what he wanted on that occasion. 10-10-70 is Sorrento. Rosebud 4-4-28 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. Almost three-quarter time.
Ball comes back into play, the half-back line. Up there, the high flyers. There, but an easy mark's been taken there by the player in Robbie Boss. He's been quite good from today, the subtly built player.
He played more forward last week, kicked 3 goals. He's kicked 4 for the season, so he's had to play further up the ground to get into it.
So Boss has gone towards the high. Might have been a free kick there. Bentley's looking for the free kick, but no. So the mark taken there by Izzy. So Izzy with the long sleeves. Probably the only player in the MP that wears long sleeves here. So they go across the face of the ground there looking for Hallahan, finds him quite well and do. So Hallahan just tucks under his arm and goes for a run. He's been pinged. No, he should have been pinged, but umpire says play on. Cuts it back. Bad kick indeed. Should have been a mark taken, but it's taken up there by Cook. Handballs over towards Williams. Williams goes a high and up and under sort of a kick there. Up they go. No one's going to get it. Over the top there was Grant. Grant
Grant, isn't he?
Good play. Looks like 60, but he plays like 20. And a beautiful pass is taken there, and it's been taken by Mitch Hallahan. Mitch Hallahan's got players running down the side here, and a good mark is being picked up there by the player in Sammy Gibson. Gibson goes in short. Finds his coach in Tascott. Tascott saying, go here. There's long leads going on here. A little low pass. A beautiful looking kick there, and a great kick has been an easy marks taken by the Sorrento player. Looking for Paholke, and Paholke has a beautiful lead. And he'll tell you what, boys, he'll be lining up for goal number 3 this quarter and goal number 5.
Nice kick, Gladman.
So he's right on the... plays on straight away. Snap. He tries to go for the snap shot round the body. And it's gone through for a point. It's 2 or 3 times now Dandy's done that. He could have gone back for a set shot, but he likes to play on and go for the snap, and it's gone round the corner there. So it goes now to come back to the footies on, Dan. That's it. It's 10-11, Dan. 70
Those
to...
binoculars
yes, a lovely side so Glenn.
So three-quarter time here. It's 10-11-70 to Sorrento to Rosebud 4-4-28 on the Embanes Catering scoreboard. Goal kickers, please, Dan.
Yes, well, Lee Paholke's been the star. He's kicked 4, 2 in the first quarter, 2 in the third quarter. A couple to Luke Tapscott, 2 magnificent kicks on the run, which is his forte, and singles to Gladman, I should say, Harris, Dunn, and Mitch Hallahan. Another lovely long kick on the run.
Yep.
And it's been a little bit harder, of course, for Rosebud. Lincoln kicked a goal, 2 to Lewis, and there was also a goal to Greg Bentley in that third term after a break of almost 30 minutes between goals for the Buds, who have been well beaten now. 4-4-28, outscored by 5 goals to 1 in that term. Sorrento 10-11-71. You're listening to GameFace. Thanks so much for listening to GameFace's Match of the Day on this Easter Saturday. Get your GameFace on.
Hey guys, Plugger from GameFace here. GameFace is really excited to introduce our new official apparel partner for 2019 and 2020, Swiv's Locker.
Yeah, Plugger, we've got a whole range of winter warmers, jackets, hoodies, polo shirts, puffer vests, long sleeve tees, the whole works. Get your GameFace on.
Peninsula Safety is a local family-run and operated business established in 2006 on the Mornington Peninsula. We service all types of business across all industries Australia-wide, offering personalised uniform and footwear fit-outs and personally packaging complete orders. We are a one-stop shop for all of your uniform, workwear, branding, safety and promotional items. We have a wide range of brands available in store. We look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Hey guys, Dean here from Body First Health Group. Proud to be a foundation corporate member of GameFace for 2019. Body First Health Group, we specialise in injuries, rehab and performance training for athletes at amateur levels. This is the 10th year of Body First Health Group, the 7th year at this location in Dandenong South. We're currently tripling the size of our premises and bringing on new professionals to help us grow the business.
Hey guys, my name is Rosebud. I'm the co-owner and ops manager here at X Golf Mornington. We are an indoor golf and bar. We're located in Shop 177 Mornington Tyre Road, Mornington. So what makes us unique is we're the only indoor golf and bar facility on the peninsula. Get your GameFace on.
Rob Morrison, I'm General Manager of the Frankston RSL. We are located on 183 Cranbourne Road, which is right above Jubilee Park. We are a RSL which obviously has two parts to the business, which is the commemorative welfare side of it and the commercial side of the business. We, in the commercial side, look after many things here in the way of food options, beverage options, entertainment, gaming, TAB and Keno, and we are a very successful club in the region. We're a community club, community orientated. We look after community. We employ 120 local people and we get a lot of support from within our 15,000 members that we have here, and we continue to grow each year in motion of doing some more development which will increase those options, including a cafe and a food truck. We also are very big in functions and entertainment. We supply a lot of major acts, plus we do a lot of functions for sporting clubs and community clubs. Great staff, we have an enormous culture here and have something on every day. Karinga was the first sporting club that we took on when I came here in 2006, and again a wonderful community club, and I would say they had one of the most dedicated support base that I've ever seen. Certainly connects with us and partners with us very successfully. We look forward to anybody visiting our club.
Hello, I'm Louise Manders, owner of 1111 Fitness. We are a local group training facility in Carrum Downs. We offer group training, personal training, small group training, so 2-on-1 training. We offer very affordable memberships for all people and cater for everyone's fitness levels. And we specialise in athletic development and training, and we're looking forward to getting involved with local sporting clubs. So if you're looking for your next group training session for your football team, head down to 1111 Fitness. The reason we jumped on board as a foundation partner with GameFace is we believe we can have a huge impact on the women's football through education and teaching how to prevent injuries and staying fit and healthy throughout the season. Through our sponsorship with GameFace, we hope to interact with a lot of local football clubs, men and female, and teach them the importance of training and get a lot of people down to 1111 Fitness. To get in contact with us, you can find us on social media, so through Facebook and Instagram. Just look up 1111 Fitness. Looking forward to the upcoming footy season.
Peninsula Safety is a local family-run and operated business established in 2006 on the Mornington Peninsula. We service all types of business across all industries Australia-wide, offering personalised uniform and footwear fit-outs and personally packaging complete orders. We are a one-stop shop for all of your uniform, workwear, branding, safety and promotional items. We offer a wide range of services to all types of industries and businesses. Services include screen print and promotional product branding, and in-house embroidery and digital transfers, branding not only clothing and headwear, but bags and a variety of other promotional items for your business. We also have a wide range of safety and road traffic signage and personal protective equipment, which includes head, face and hand protection. We also stock...
Welcome back to Olympic Park. It's three-quarter time, 10-11-71. Sorrento on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. Rosebud 4-4-28. Now, Glenn, you were out in the loop. Luke Tapscott Hubble for Sorrento.
Tappy's wrapped. He's very happy with Nick Corp, who's playing a role for them. Luke Loudon out for the day, so he had his ankle trotted on. They haven't been specific with regards to what's exactly wrong with him. I think that's because they don't know, but you won't see any more of Luke Loudon. 7 marks inside 50 for Sorrento. They know that they're forcing Rosebud to kick long out of defence, which is causing lots of mistakes, and Corpy's just there mopping up every time. So Tappy's happy. Don't change a thing. Keep it going the same.
Nick Jewell talked about being more goal side when they're having to defend. He's a bit disappointed with that. He's pretty quiet though, Nick. He's not getting too fired up, as he said in the luncheon, Glenn. A high kick comes out of the middle from Sorrento. It's fisted down again. It's good play by Baker, one of their solidly built defenders for Rosebud. And it comes down towards the attacking 50 for the Buds at the Rosebud end of the ground, and then Robbie Corr lays a tackle to ensure the ball doesn't go too far outside the attacking 50. We'll check some scores thanks to Swiss Locker.
Yeah, on the GameFace app, Stone Cats have put the pedal to the metal. Dan 11-11-77 plays Dramana 6-7-43. Pines 12-11-83 against Mornington's 3-5-23.
Well, an open goal there just come out of nowhere, really, and that was Michael Walker. Beautiful snap, long sort of snapshot, and gets his first goal for Sorrento.
Sorrento players come running from everywhere. Have a look at this.
I reckon that's his first goal.
Every Sorrento on the ground.
Look at this.
Sorrento player on the ground have come down to congratulate him.
That's fantastic. So I reckon that's his first goal, senior goal he's kicked for Sorrento, and every single player has got down, as Glenn just said. So Rosebud now 4-4-28. Trailing, it's 11-11-77 on the Baines Catering scoreboard.
So, big Fev update?
Yes, Fev update,
yes, mate.
Evolution.
Fev's kicked 4-7.
4-7. That means he's going to have 4 pots and got to shout 7 more at everyone
I bet
else.
you he's kicked most of those behinds at the highway end of the ground where the wind does pick up a bit, doesn't it? It's a little bit harder to control down that end. Anyway,
Hastings 29 points up over Devon Meadows. Somerville 15-8-98 is still leading Langwarrin 11-8-74. And Karingala pushed way ahead of Seaford 91 plays 23.
But we'll come back into play here. We go in hard there is Cohen. Cohen goes left foot snap round the corner there for Rosebud, and the mark's been taken just in front of the coach's box. Now it's gone out of bounds into this last quarter at the Big Anzac Day.
Plugger tells us that Lockie Street and young Paul Minchington, the brother of Darren down at YC, are doing all the damage down there.
Very good indeed. Up they go, the ruckman again. So it's Corp going in there with Gibbs around the corner there. No one particularly, but a good mark's been taken by the player in Keegan Downing.
He's tried very hard today.
He has tried hard all day. So Downing handballs over to his other brother and Sean. Sean Downing goes a little short to the kick there. Goes nowhere. Back from Cohen, back to Downing. Good hands going on here. Good running play there. He gets to kick smothered there by the player in Sammy Gibson. But the ball comes back up towards the Rosebud attacking 50 there. Scrappy play. Very scrappy play. Grant handballs out very wide to Easy. Easy goes across the field where they've got runners going out here. So it's Hallahan with the ball. He cleans it quite well. Balks one. Easy hand over towards Mitchell and his brother there. Drop punt on the way. Where's Paholke? Bang! Oh, he dropped one. He should have got that one. He won't be happy, but his second wasn't too bad. He's still chasing hard there. And he backed off. Plays to Rosebud to clear the ball there. Chance for, good play. Good strong play, but taken by Williams. Handballs out number particularly. Handballs back towards Langford. Langford with the ball now. Tries to put round one. Gets a drop pass long there. There's Paholke over the pack, but it's gone for a goal.
James
Hallahan just snapped that one through. Another quick goal there. That's his first for the day. They now go to 12-11. It's Sorrento to Rosebud 4-4-28 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. It's this GameFace Live. Get your GameFace on.
8 goal kickers now for the Sharks. So they share it around. Pahoki's kicked 4 of them. Corp the tap. Tap's got 2. Rosebud the Rove as they try and get out of the middle. Good play by Hardwick to half forward. That's a good contested mark. He did it early in the match. And he's doing it again in big Daniel Lewis. Takes the mark like a seesaw, tipping over the top at centre half forward. And he'll kick from 50 metres out directly in front for just their second goal of the second half. What's the cabana like, Paul? Good? From Ambience Catering?
Very, 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 very nice. Thank you, Dan. And your bickies?
Oh, always good.
Beautiful. That's Lewis, drop punt on the way. Long drop punt. They got the distance, it has, but it's just gone across the face of goal. No, that's a goal.
That's a goal.
So well done there.
That was a 55-metre kick there.
Beautiful kick there by Lewis. That's his third.
He hasn't had a lot of the footy, but if you're playing as a tall forward, and his role for a little while was as a defensive forward on Loudon to stop him from having a massive influence to make Loudon responsible for him, you'd say when your team's kicked 5 goals, that's not a bad day's work.
So it's 5-4. Rosebud trailing Sorrento 12-11, 83 on the Imbanes Catering scoreboard, and they did a beautiful job today. It's lunchtime today.
So 49 points the lead. Throw up in the middle. Corp again. Post to Dwyer. Hurried kick out of the middle by the clearance king in Mitch Hallahan, but it's cut off at half back by Keegan Downey. Downey for Rosebud, straight down the middle. Splits the middle. And he finds the blue-booted Hardwick. Jai Hardwick's also tried hard. He kicks Rosebud towards half forward. Big pack 2-on-1 against Rosebud from behind. Lovely spoil by Brigden. Comes out now to James Hallahan's. Got better the longer the match has gone on. His hand pass misses the target. And Hardwick is bumped into. He loses control of it for Rosebud. Walker did well to get a hand pass out. And getting on the end of it now. Shot at goal. Callaghan. Good shepherding by that man again in Pahoki. That's a long goal by young Angus Callaghan. At left half forward, he's kicked a ripper. And they've got their 13th goal on the board and their 9th goal kicker, Sorrento. 13-11-89 to 5-4-34 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. Thanks for listening to GameFace's Match of the Day. Get your GameFace on.
A stat on how many goals Pahoki shepherds through for a season.
Well, it's a goal assist. We're just saying there, Glenn.
Yeah.
I reckon he probably does at least 4 or 5 a game.
Does. He's
you could take the mark. You could take the mark if he wanted to, but he just backs off there, puts his body in there, and gives a goal assist.
Gladman received the hand pass from Gibson. Rosebud, though, clear towards the wing. Comes out now to Reiki. Gets the hand pass in the middle to big Dwyer. Dwyer now kicks out wide. Opportunity for the young fellow to take it, and he kicks towards half forward, and the mark is taken by Williams. Williams will kick into the pocket. That's better, and Cook takes the mark. And that young fellow, as I'm getting old, trying to remember all these names, doing a wonderful job, of course, was Maynard.
Maynard, yep.
So Ryan Cook,
Mitch
he's been okay in patches.
He's done plenty.
Yep.
He's just a bull in the guts.
Mitch Hallahan should have played more league footy. He went to Gold Coast, which was the wrong.
With him a bit today, and
he was the wrong club for him, Gold Coast.
The Cook lines up, drop punt on the way. It's gone across the face of goal there. It's gone through another noisy minor. 5-5-35 to 13-11-89 on their Baines Catering.
You have to start thinking about your 3-2-1, boys.
Yes.
Well, we have to look at that. Yes, there's
it's going to be tough today, I reckon.
Yeah, there's been pretty even. The Hallahan boys both been good. The short pass comes into play and taken there by player in King. So King goes out towards us half the wing there. Little Dunn's up there too. Good play. Taps it down to the ground. You're behind there. Always punch. Spins around the corner there. Drop punt on the way. Might be out of bounds in the full. No, it's been kept in. It's gone out just to be throw in there. Yeah, young King's been good. Little 46. He's been good. Hallahan's both of them been good.
I think Grant's been superb across half back.
Grant's been good. Where he's been, half back. He's been very, very good.
He just does everything right. Makes the right decision. Boundary throw in. It's not a good boundary throw in. They've got nowhere near Cummings. Hand pass comes out in the direction of Boz. Now Hardwick, who started the chain, he received from Krunic. He kicks to half forward. It's a bouncing ball. Clean bowls everyone. They're all out. Bar Brigden. James Brigden, who runs back onto it, and he paddles it towards the boundary at half-back for the Sharks, who are defending at the Rosebud end of the ground. The lead, 54 points, 13-11-89 the Sharks, 5-5-35 Rosebud on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. Boundary throw-in, deep into attack, tapped down by Cummings, close to the boundary. This has been a good lesson for the young fellow from the Dandenong Stingrays. Playing against some experienced campaigners, Loudon Early and Nick Corp, who normally plays at centre half forward. But doing the ruck work today.
He had to go on the ruck today because Loudon was injured early. Hasn't been on since half time there. So Nick's course been good all over the ground there too. So they've been a ruckman down, Sorrento, but they've still got the ability to do quite well indeed. Glenn, updates?
Stone Cats by 35 and Pines by 10 goals. So the Geelong games are probably...
so Sorrento back in the play now. Good play there. Kicked away there by Brigden. James Brigden looking there for Baholke. Chance for Baholke, the ball there. Here we go. Open goal off the ground should be. Bang. There we go. Goal number 5, if you don't mind. Ball come out of the top of the pack there. So he did the right thing there, Lee. Big Lee went up for the mark. But his second effort was fantastic there. Another goal there to Sorrento. They go to 14-11 to Rosebud 5-5 with the Ambience Catering scoreboard.
Do you think if he had enough time, he didn't have a couple of players pressing on him, he would have done what Tom Hawkins did for young Jordan Clark, Geelong and Melbourne earlier in the year? I bet you he wouldn't have.
Yeah, no way in the world, mate. If he loses the goal kicking by a goal at the end of the year, he'll be upset doing that.
60 points. It's been 9 goals to 2 since half time. Paholke's kicked 5. They've had 9 goal kickers. Thrown up in the middle. Corp again just beats Cummings. It's taken by Sam Gibson, shrugged in a tackle. Got the hand pass out legally, only just. Callaghan a high kick towards half forward. Fisted down in front. No one can take the mark. Good contest at ground level. Hand pass comes out, but it's intercepted by Cummings. Then they're away Rosebud through Cook. Cook marking adjacent to the centre circles. He kicks towards half forward. Bentley to me looks like he's limping. That ball got away from Greg Bentley. Does not look fit whatsoever. And it's out of bounds 40 metres around from Rosebud's goal at the Rosebud end of the ground. They're camped on 5-5-35 as Boss comes off for Rosebud. Huswaite comes on 14-11-95 the score of Sorrento on the Ambience Catering scoreboard.
Ball comes back in a play. The kick round the corner by young Zach Maynard there, but it's gone no in particular. And Grant, as we said before, has played a great game in the back line there.
Been superb.
He's just been very good. Directs the play there. Grant goes towards his teammates. Easy with the long sleeves. Easy now's got the ball. Which way is he going to go? There's plenty of space over the far side of the ground, and off they go, the runners, and they go in short, and Hallahan takes the mark there too. He's been good too. Very, very good. Goes out wide. Finds his teammate. And Hallahan, his brother too, goes out very wide indeed. Baholke just pushes, no, it wasn't Baholke, it was Gladman there, pushes his body in and out. Spins round 1, spins round 2, spins round 3, still going. He's taking 1 on 3 there. Go and help him, boys. He did well there, Gladman, kept the ball there, and it's gone out of bounds in the forward pocket. Well, you see Sorrento 14-11-95, well and truly going to win this game. There's 60 points up of Rosebud 5-5-35 with the Ambience Catering scoreboard.
Just near the Our Lady of Fatima Catholic School here at Rosebud. Knocked down, taken by Big Corp. Taken in a tackle as he tried to win the ruck contest. And it just rolls out of bounds. The boundary umpire will throw back into play.
What do you think of Nick Corp's game today, Dan?
I think he's been terrific, Glenn. I mean, normally we play centre half forward, but he's had to become the ruckman. As he wins out of the ruck, he gets around a couple, he stops it, goal! And Glenn, you are a genius. What do you think of Nick Corp's game today? 10 out of 10 with that goal, and the 15th on the board for Rosebud.
Now, surely.
Be close, 15-11-101. To Rosebud 5-5-35. He just clutched it out of the air. He stepped around an opponent. He showed some candy, whether it be jelly beans or those beautiful big snakes, Paul. And he's kicked the 15th goal, the 10th player to kick a goal for Sorrento today. And the lead is 66 points on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. Thanks for listening to GameFace's Match of the Day. Get your GameFace on.
We kept missing those bounces, boys. We're going to find better.
That's probably my fault, mate.
Ball back in a play there. Tapscott's with the ball. He spins around. Sorrento got plenty of numbers here. They handball backwards towards Dunn. Dunn's got time. Just goes long, straight down the centre of the ground. Up comes Corb with a free kick. Going downfield. Because Dunn got hit after play.
Granny got pushed after he got rid of it.
And it's going to go to... who's going to take
Big Nick Corp.
Nick Corp, as Glenn just said, he's had a good game. Kicked a beautiful goal, that last goal there. So Corp, he's had a very, very, very
he
good
likes
game.
It from here. This is his sweet spot.
This is it. So Corp lining up, centre half forward, directly in front to go for Sorrento's 16th goal, and they've had 10 goal kickers. So Corp lining up, drop punt. Kicks it very, very, very high, but high enough to go through over the line. Another goal there by Nick Corp. It's his second goal. So they now go to 16-11 to Rosebud 5-5. Now, Corp's been sensational there, Dan.
First goal from a free kick today for Sorrento.
Oh, interesting.
Which is an interesting stat, isn't it?
I think the umpiring's been good today.
It has been.
Yeah, it's been quite good. There hasn't been. I thought there might have been a few little piddly punches things earlier, which it was, but the umpire's got on control of it all. And
the crowd's lost a bit of interest in the game. There's plenty of noise. They're all talking to each other instead of watching the game.
Yeah, the zip out of the crowd has just definitely gone out.
But the ice cream man keeps doing
Mr. Whippy, he's just come in for a second and he's gone. That's it. If they're not buying ice creams, then I
thought that went over the arc. It's good to hear it again. No, we grew up with that.
So the ball's back on the centre of the ground. Here's Dan.
Around the streets of Salubrious Eaglemont, used to hear it every now and again. Beautiful down there. Great part of the world. God's own country, Paul. Taken out of the middle by Callahan. Kicks inside 50 and on a lead. Excellent mark. And gee, they've got some good players who are...
Matthew King.
Yeah, it's Matthew King on this occasion, who are not tall, but they've got excellent hands. Good overhead. Yes. Matthew King got up and got clear of his opponent and took a big mark as one of the greats of Australian rules footy, Tony Jewell, who's had a hip replacement.
Yep.
Walks past us almost.
He does. So King lining
had
up.
a few good centre breaks today.
Oh, he has. He kicks from 48 metres, Matthew King, and he's pushed that. And in fact, it's out of bounds on the full, right beside the right behind post at the playground end of the ground, or the new club rooms end of the ground here at Olympic Park. And Rosebud just 2 goals in the second half, 1 in each quarter, while Sorrento have banged on 11, and their lead 72 points on the Ambience Catering scoreboard, Paul.
Good mark taken there by Rosebud, the player in Ben Dwyer, the big ruckman. He's tried his hard all day with young Cummings too. He goes backwards to his keys, his teammate. He switches a play very wide indeed, finds a good teammate there, and I think it's Williams out there, or Danny it is. No, beg your pardon, it's Huswaite. Huswaite goes out there. Player pulling up cramp. Wilson, he can't move. Like
someone's got to be next to him.
He's got a handball up.
He has to.
Around.
He's gone.
He's gone. He can't move at all. He's got to come off the ground. So Huswaite goes out very wide indeed. No one there for Rosebud. Particularly, Sorrento's got the numbers of the ball there. But I think it might be cramped there, but he's definitely going to come off the ground now. The runner's gone out.
Just in some AFL news, the Dockers are in front of GWS by 30 points.
30 points? Oh, who would pick that?
If the Saints beat Melbourne today, Glenn, they'll be on top of the table if Geelong don't beat Hawthorn.
What about the Mighty Blues? Get your mob.
They'll beat them tomorrow. Dogs have got too many out.
You're right.
Yeah, you're due, mate. You're due.
You're right, son.
Hand pass comes out by Fisher. Lincoln has been very quiet after a promising start. Taken by young Maynard, the 16-year-old, kicks inside 50. Dwyer couldn't take the mark, had plenty of opponents at ground level. Boss breaks a couple of tackles, steadies from 40 metres on a 30-degree angle and misses to the left-hand side. Maybe you could have steadied a little bit more.
Right in the hot spot there too. He just shot.
Didn't lower the eyes, they say. Lower the eyes. That's what you've got to do.
5-6-36 Rosebud, 16-11-107 Sorrento on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. Closing stages of this match. A big win coming up for Sorrento.
Dunn goes out wide and he finds teammate King, and King kicks up to his other teammate there, and Jaden Tompkins. Tompkins goes up looking for big Nick Corp. Up he goes right in front of the coach's box there for Sorrento, where they'll be pretty happy there, the boys there. They're just at 3/4 time there. Mitch Hallahan was saying to the boys, you know, we're fit on that. We're going to run them out. We're going to run them out. And
only 9 minutes left to play, guys.
So 9 minutes to go, as the boss says that. Up they a little push there. That was a King going for the ruck there. Ball comes out the play. Scrappy play there. Sorrento got the ball. Clear it out very wide. Going in hard is King again. Should have been a free kick there. Handball out by Boss. Boss goes out towards Maynard. Maynard kicks it up there. Grant's there. Goes for the park. It's opened up by Dunn. Spins around one little short pass there. Looking for Gladman. Might have got the free kick for pushing the arms there. The umpire says no. Ball still in the play, boys. You're going to run it out? No, we're not. And it should be out of bounds by now. Right in front of the broadcast side here.
He's crafty, Gladman. Just when you think he's out of the contest, he's back in it.
He just tried to...
when I approached Luke Loudon on the bench before he had the ice pack on the ankle, I asked him what was wrong. He was looking around for some support to see what he was allowed to say and not allowed to say. He said, I don't think I'll be on for the rest of this game. That was about as much as I could get.
Well, we'll find out later on, I suppose, when we go into the rooms later on. So the ball's gone absolutely nowhere. We've got about 8-9 minutes to go in this last quarter, where it's Sorrento well and truly on top, 16-11, 107 to 5-6, 36.
Thrown up on the wing. Tapped down by Dwyer, knocked it backwards. Good contest. That was tough by James Hallahan, allowing his teammate Gladman to grab the ball in front of our commentary position. Back to Hallahan, drives it long. Paholke's underneath it. He wanted the ball to sit for him. He might get it now as he gets a hand pass from King, gets shoved in the side, dribbles a kick which goes 5 metres, cleared out of defence only momentarily by Rosebud. The kick was run down. Paholke missed it and trying to swivel out of trouble. Krujna, he does well, and his pass across the goal face finds Reiki. Reiki kicks to half back, and now Huswaite takes the mark. Even though, as you say, Glenn, he doesn't look fit. He marks it centre half back. Nearly a screamer in the middle of the ground by Dunn. That would have been mark of the year in round 3. No one would have got that.
Chad Harris, he loves it.
Just couldn't quite hang on to that one.
Hurt himself.
Goes to ground, and it comes out now to Gladman. Gladman gets a little half-distance kick, taken by Dunn now. Dunn kicks off the side of the boot, but luck's a fortune. And Matthew King saw the ball dropping short, and he's lunged forward, the right forward pocket, and taken the mark.
He'll take this shot for goal. He'll be the 11th goal kicker for Sorrento if he puts this one through. So, young Matthew King, I tell you what, that high flyer then, if he'd have held that, mate, that was it. We would have given him the car, given him the trip away, given everything for him.
Well, of course, Chad Harris he's got the big mark on the front of our GameFace app.
Oh, we will replace that, Glenn, for sure. So, King lining up, drop punt. Looks all right. It's gone across the face. The umpire just taps that left-hand shoulder of his and says, I'll go for a noisy minor. So it's 16-12, 108 to 5-6, 36 on the Mbanes Catering scoreboard. So it's Kiki kicks the ball out short indeed. Oh, good mark by Hallahan. No, umpire says play on. Going in hard. Very hard indeed. Both teams attacking the ball there. Umpire says, no, give it to me. I'm going to ball it up. Right on the true half-forward flank for Rosebud.
You can't fault Rosebud's endeavour. I mean,
they're having a go.
In that contest there, it looked like the game was still well and truly on the line. The bodies were flying everywhere, and it's been decided a long time out. I mean, the margin's 72 points, but obviously it's all about trying to impress the coach and ensure you get a game next week, and they need to get their season going because obviously
it's going to take quarter by quarter, game by game to get our improvement going and work as a team. So obviously the class of Sorrento today has just gone way too up another level there, and they know that they're playing against some top teams, as in of the competition. Sorrento's, your YCWs, these sort of teams that have got the class there.
They have, but it's all about ensuring that they don't go down.
Well, that's right.
Just a bit of news coming out of Hastings, boys. There's been a Devon Meadows player sent off the ground for attempting to punch Fev. So you can imagine the crowd will be going nuts down there at the moment. So
things like
we
that.
did talk about this in the interview during the week. We don't want to see players come out and try and snipe him.
It happened years ago when Dermot Burton played for Frankston Bombers. There was a Mount Eliza player. It was a Pearstale player went up and tried to hit Dermy, and the Romana player it was, and he punched Dermy, and Dermy was out for weeks and weeks. It was no good because the league loved the Dermy playing. Same thing with Fev. Like, if Fev gets hurt in that, he won't come back and play in this league.
No.
And no one likes to see that, There's always one person wants to.
And knowing Neil Craig like I know him, he looks like he's a very sensible man and a good coach.
Because it's second-hand news, but that was very unlike. Back to this game, very unlike Greg Bentley there dropping the mark here on the centre wing.
So ball back in a play then. It's just going through the motions here the last 4 or 5 minutes of this game here, folks. It's 16-12, 108 to 5-6, 36. And the ball's gone out of bounds here. Been a great crowd. great weather-wise. It's been fantastic here. Not a cloud in the sky. Next week we're down at Sorrento Dramana doing the big game down there. We'll probably have, definitely Sorrento be undefeated. We'll find out about Dramana later on. So the top there was Cummings. Going in hard is Gibson. And it's a free kick. You got
a purple top? I wear my GameFace top over my purple top.
Over the purple top?
Yeah, it's
got a purple top.
That was her favourite colour.
So it's going to be Cummings there, the brother of Matty. We interviewed at half time there for the NTNFL, but a good punch on the top by Grant. Just the golden fist there, bang.
He's a good player.
He's just very good. He looks like he's old, but he's not that old, I'll tell you right now. And he's just a gun player there, Grant. So he's just doing the main things.
Corp running forward again.
Yep, Corp's going up forward again there. So
get the ball past midway.
Oh, good contest. Dunn goes in, forces a hand pass out. The kick of Walker smothered. Big Cummings loses control in the tackle. Again, they've got players bursting through. Hand pass came out from Harris. Quick kick forward again. And this is an opportunity over the top from Tompkins. He got it to Corp, but the big fella had to bend down a long way. He couldn't get control of the football. And the hand pass comes out from Cohen, and it's taken by Rosebud. The kick towards Cook, looking as it came from, on that occasion, Sean Downey. Back to Cook. He couldn't take it with him. He had his teammate Fisher with him as well. 2-on-1 at one stage. It's now 2-on-3, and Fisher and Cook were unable to gobble the footy up as they're gobbled up themselves. Attacking side set is square for Rosebud, who remain on 5-6-36 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard, and 16-12-108 the score of Sorrento.
Ball comes scrappy play again. The umpire says, give it to me, boys. We're going to ball it up another time here. So it's the Sting's out of the game. Still like after sort of half time there, thought it might have been a bit more resilience there from Rosebud, but the Sorrento just been tackling just like that straight again. Like Angus Callahan and Mitch Callahan have been just been fantastic.
Franks and YCW kicked away 16-14, 110 to Dramana 9-8-62, and Pines 13-11-89 to Mornington 5-7-37.
We've got 3 minutes to go on this game here. Sorrento clear the ball out very well indeed by Dunn. Chance there for young King with the ball there. Spins around one. Drop punt on the way. Who's down there? We know who's down there. Baholks is waiting for the little one off the pack. Oh, he tried. Nearly got him. Great tackle there by Corp. So Corp was to spin around. Handballs out towards King. King steps around the corner. Oh, hello. Guess who's there? Baholks. He just takes an easy little chest mark there. Reads it so well. Drops it back.
I was just watching him sneaking out the back.
Yeah, he just sits out the bank, reads it very well, drop punt on the way, bang, thank you very much. He's now kicked 6. The Baker's dozen. He's kicked 6 and half dozen, and it's just amazing how he just reads the play.
But he continues to do it. It's not in disguise. You know, he wears the same number every week.
Yep, and they know he's going to be there. He doesn't go up. Notice then Corp went up for the mark. He waited down for the crumbs, turned around, missed the ball, went backwards. Teammates got the ball. Easy chest mark, open goal.
Shellacking now for Rosebud. 12 goals to 2 after half time. 17-12, 114 to 5-6-36 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. And disappointing performance this by Rosebud. They've fallen away badly. And they were pretty competitive in the first half, but just lost their way.
Rosebud.
What's that?
They look sore.
They do look sore, don't they?
Yeah, they look a bit beaten up. They have been beaten up here.
They'll try and find a way to win some games though. Out of the middle. Oh. And again, it's taken and cleared by Harris. And the good mark to Matt King, who's been superb today. He might even be in the votes as well. Attacking side of the wing.
Oh, good mark.
And he kicks it nicely. And the mark taken on this occasion by Tompkins. Tompkins kicks towards Paholke again. Had it fisted away. A great level of hand pass comes out. James Hallahan. Snap at goal. Gladman close to the goal line. Did Corp take that mark? I'm not sure. He tried to kick it on the ground. It luckily sits up and it's gone through for a goal. He tried to kick it off the ground sitting on his backside, but he had a teammate there able to mop it up. And that looks like it might be Gladman down there.
Isn't spun around.
I agree with you with young Matty King. We GameFace interviewed him and his brother when they were playing under 19s at Red Hill. And Matty was absolutely sweating bullets when we pulled the camera out. Did not want to talk to us. He was so nervous.
Will Tucker,
and, couldn't get 2 words out of him.
Will Tucker was that goal kicker.
Here he is, 18 months later, throwing himself in with these big bodies and handling himself beautifully. So, not scared one little bit.
No, they've found some. They've got they got some young kids there, Sorrento, and they've got some obviously the older experienced players too there. So that's 11 goal kickers so far for Sorrento. Ball back in the centre of the ground. Must be about a minute to go. There's been a lot of goals kicked this quarter there. Chance to give Sorrento clear the ball there. Up again there by King again. Chance here. Sorry, King again now goes back to King. Going in hard there was Dobroski. Dobroski goes in short and he finds Gladman. They're all lining up for shots for goal here. Going out very wide indeed, but good mark there taken by young Cummings. So the big ruckman, Northern Territory Thunder player, goes out very wide indeed, but no one there. But Hallahan just comes back and says, boys, I'll take this chest mark, and we'll line it up. He goes in forward again, inside taking 50. No one on there, an easy mark. Players just lining up, and it's going to be an easy mark taken there by Mitch Dunn. So Mitch Dunn will line. Plays on the umpire says. He went to try and play on there, don't know why. But so Hecky with the ball now, goes out very wide indeed. Being kicked off there by the player in Downey. Downey goes out wide too, looking for his teammate. Ball goes back in the play, but not to happen. And just out of bounds, and we'll throw it in.
84 points, 18-12, 120 to 5-6-36 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. Dying embers of this contest. Big win coming up for Sorrento. 8 goals to 1 in the last quarter, 5 goals to 1 in the third quarter. It's where the damage has been done. Landing in from behind is young Cummings, but extricating it, Gibson got the hand pass out to Walker. Another hand pass to Hallahan. A hand pass over the top. Brought down in the tackle is Harris. And there's going to be a free kick, is there? No, there's not. Comes back now. A big long kick came from Walker. Off the back is Paholke, and he's kicked another one.
That's 7.
Again, he was window shopping at the back. Beautiful kick by Michael Walker, who's been very handy today. What a good game he's played. Glad been involved in that exchange. Great use of the footy around the wing by Sorrento on the outer side. The lead out to 90 points. 19-12, 126 to 5-6-36. And what a day for Lee Paholke, 7 goals.
7 goals for Lee Paholke there, and he's just used his body once again, just pushed on the side there. Beautiful long kick there by Walker, and it was just, this is a show going on now. Like 7 goals out of 19, and I'd say he hasn't ran out more than 20-30 yards from the goal square.
He just told me at 3/4 time his brother's been dropped from Adelaide, has kicked a bagful in the first half in the VFL team.
So he wants to kick a bag down here, does he?
Not VFL. Who would he be playing for if he's been
Samford, Adelaide Crows. Yeah.
So it's all good. So
there'll be a bit of a competition in the Paholke house tonight. So who's kicked the most?
There would be. The Texas going back, and everything's all the same thing again. Once again, Walker goes long again. Up they go, the high flyers. Corp goes up, gets pushed under it. That's the end of the game. Siren's gone. The siren has gone. So it's Sorrento 19-12, 126 to Rosebud 5-6-36 on the Ambience Catering scoreboard. Dan, the goal kickers, please.
You give me the hard job.
Rosebud first.
I'll do Rosebud first. Lewis kicked 3. Bentley and Lincoln 1 each. They only kicked 2 goals in the second half, while Sorrento slammed on 14. For Sorrento, they shared it around. Half the team kicked goals. Paholke kicked 7. He was absolutely fantastic today. 2 goals in the last quarter to Big Nick Corp. 2 goals to Luke Tapscott. 2 long goals in the first half. Singles to Gladman, to Michael Walker, to young William Tucker, to James Hallahan, to Mitch Dunn, to also Mitch Hallahan, and also to Chad Harris. So, as I say, they had a lot of goal kickers, and Angus Callaghan also kicked a goal in that last term. So, 19-12, 126, Rosebud 5-6-36. We'll go through 3, 2 and 1 shortly, but thanks to Swiss Locker. Glenn, you've got around the grounds.
Yeah, quick around the grounds on the GameFace app. Frankston YCW 16-18, 114. So not accurate, very accurate kicking from the Stone Cats, but I'm sure Cappy wouldn't be too worried about that. It's full time there. They've defeated Dramana, who are 9-8-62. Pines 13-13-91. Mornington's come back a little bit, but 7-7-49. So in the end, but those 2 games were both blowouts towards the end.
Yep.
Take you through to Div 2.
Yes, please.
And a couple of games on there. A couple of interesting ones. Lang Warren, full time there, 13-19-87. They lost to Somerville, 16-9-105. So Summy have stepped up. A lot of people thought Summy had slipped this year.
Yep.
They've had a couple of really good
And
performances.
just lost to Seaford by a point when they stormed home in round one.
They did too, yeah, that's right.
It's full time at Hastings, 13-18-96. So Devon Meadows, very, very inaccurate, 5-19-49. So
we saw that the first game
interesting
we did
to see how their man Michael Theodoros see how many he kicked today.
Wouldn't be many.
He was inaccurate. But Barry Parsons and Neil Craig, the president and the coach, I think would have expected to probably have a better performance out there at Hastings today. I'm hearing it was a big crowd at Hastings and Fev put on a good show, so good luck to them. I think good on them for taking the risk of getting Fev to the club, and it's not cheap. It costs money to do these things, and I think they'll get a return on their investment. He's a good operator. He's doing well in the media. He's kicked some goals today. Their team's winning, so they should be able to capitalise on that, so good luck to them.
Stuart and Karen Gay do a very good job there. Karen being the president, Stuart, her husband, being the secretary, and they run a good ship, don't they?
Who played last week, I'm not sure if he played today, but one to watch out for the future. Can he take a grab and plays for the Stingrays? Kringle, 15-12-102. Have beaten Seaford 7-7-14. I was with their president yesterday, Troy Callahan, and he is up and about. He reckons the Bulls are going to go all the way this year. Big Mark Holt, it'll be interesting to see how many he kicked
last night
today.
too. He was pretty pumped up, wasn't he?
Yeah, so they're the score updates thanks to Swiv's Locker, and we got those scores, of course, from the GameFace app, so you can get them for yourself if you pull your phone out, hit the app, and away you go, you're in business.
3, 2, 1, Dan?
Tough one, Paul. Should I handball to you, give you the hospital, or should I do it myself? Look, I'll do it myself and see if I'm a good judge, and I hope I'm a good judge. I'm going to give one to Daniel Grant because everything he does is polished, reliable, cool, calm and collected. I thought he was very, very good. I mean, he didn't have a lot to do in the second half, but what he did was very reliable. I think you've got to give 2 to Nick Corp because he had to go in the ruck. It's not a role he plays a lot, but he did a very good job up against 2 other ruckmen today, and 3, well, the showman. I know Mitch Hallahan was good, Jones is good, the ball's got to come down to them, but he did kick 7 Leaper Holke, and he also was involved in 2 or 3 goal assists as well.
Probably more than that, I
reckon. So Leaper Holke gets the 3. So 3 to Baholke, 2 to Nick Corp, and 1 to Daniel Grant, all of Sorrento. Always try and find a losing player, but it was a bit hard today when you get beaten by 90 points.
There was 11 goal kickers in this team too. But Balky kicks 7, but 11 goal kickers in a 19 goals kicks.
And many of those were the young guys, like Callaghan, like Chad Harris, like young Matthew King,
Mitch Duns, these sort of guys like that. So Callahan's too. They were just good all around the bit. And Mitch Hallahan, he was just good in the centre there too. And Tascott started off all right, but then he was a bit quiet there. Probably he's just resting there. We'll find out more about Luke Loudon during the week with his injury there. Obviously, it's might be something serious there. He didn't come back on the ground after the second quarter there. So it's been a big win here for Sorrento. It's been a great day down here.
Did you give your votes, Paulie?
My vote. Sorry there, boys. I give 1 to Nick Corp there, who Mitch Hallahan was very close to there. 2 to Grant. And I gave 3, as Dan said, Leaper Holke there, the showman. He loves it. We all know he loves it. And the 7 goals he kicked and the probably 4 or 5 assists that he gave out to. And his second
good start to the year, Glenn. He's already got 14 goals.
If he kicks 5 or 6 every week, mate, I can't see Sorrento.
And now his tail's up. He's got plenty of confidence. He loves seeing his name up ahead in the goal kicking. So he'll be leading the goal kicking now, especially with Aaron Edwards out. Trent Dennis Lane has been consistent, but without putting in those big goal scores this year so far. Polks has got a bit of a jump on the pack.
If they stay fit and kick goals like that, with Holks kicking 6 or 7 every game, Dan, I can't see Sorrento.
Well, they're going to be very hard to beat. They've got Dramana next week. Dramana had a slip today, and you'd expect them to win that. Look, when they take on Pines is the big game.
I think
they're the best 2 teams.
they sort of the higher teams, your Pines, and analyse things like that. That's what we've done already, but it'd be good.
So a 90-point win. We thank all our sponsors, Bendigo Bank, your community banks, Fist Locker, Frankie, 7 Steps to Wealth, X-Golf, Peninsula Safety and Workwear, and of course, Ambience Catering for all the hard work they do. A 90-point win. I'm going to Southern Division next week. Looking forward to that. Southern League, I should say, and Second Division there, Caulfield and Murrumbina. Yes, Glenn?
Sports performance tracking, of course.
The tracking boys.
They've come on board, and need to give a shout out to Red Onion. They do a great job. The vision
Red
today
Onion
has
boys
been very good. So thanks to our man upstairs.
Well done, Red Onion.
Red Onion do the vision all around the grounds, and they've been putting together some nice packages for the MPNFL this year with the best mark and goal kicking of the round. So, they're trying hard, Red Onion. They're trying out some new things and doing some good stuff. So it's a good partnership we've got with them. So we thank them very much. And Dave Nagel, bit of a shout out to you, mate. Bit of the work that you do during the week to help us get things over the line for the weekend. Thanks, mate. And looking forward to some more footy next week, gents.
Can't wait. Big hand to Nick and to Jack and to yourself, Glenn, and to Plugger earlier. And on behalf of GameFace, Dan, we'll say goodbye.
Good on you, Paul. We'll catch you next week. Next Saturday, we've got the Matty Revolt Vision Day.
Oh, yes.
We're purple down at Sorrento and Dramata. Russell Fly Morris, Nick and Jack Revolt, Brendan Favolo, I think he'll be down there. I think he's playing for Hastings. And, of course, the big Richmond recruit, the Sorrento boy, Tom Lynch. It'll be a big day. Have a great Easter, everyone. Make sure you don't eat too many Easter eggs. And we'll catch you next time on GameFace.